out, touch faith.
Reach out and touch faith.
In the jungle I run tonight. Find the beast the logical light. No confusion, just run the right. Oh yeah. Faces, numbers are recognized. You don't fool me with cynical lies. No problems, no compromise. Oh yeah. Only souls jump on me down. I just wanna hear. Only souls. Oh, it won't be long. It won't take too long. Modern times driving me insane. Explanations I can explain.
Hey, welcome everybody. Evening, fellow heathens. It's your old pal Count Jackula. How you doing tonight? Oh, man. Woo! Let's see who's all with us. Lazy's with us. Excellent. Horse is with. Ooh. Oh, man. Jax the Pink Scale is with us. So is Trev. The Professor and Marianne. Probably happening about the same time. Ah. Boy. What a weird week it's goddamn been, man. Yeah, what a goddamn week. A lot of strange shit happening. Lot of it. Oh, Sluvis, I'll take your money. I will accept your filthy lucre. You know, hey, you know, I'm not too proud. Whoa, hold on, people. There we go. There it is. Oh man, I was gonna change. I was gonna change that alert at some point, but guess I just haven't. Come on, YouTube chat. Let's see what you got. Put the Twitch chat down. There we go. Oh, sup all? Oh, Thomas White, how you doing? Oh man. Good God. Yeah, a lot of weird shit going down. Where to fucking start? Let's get some fucking let's get some tunes back up here. You know. Oh, God. So, yeah, looks like the old Channel Awesome's going down in flames. Oh, my God. Like, I knew it was going to be bad, but I had no idea. Well, yeah. Heard to be asked about the CA shit at that 2,000 times. Well, guys, you're welcome to ask, but I'm going to tell you, I was in that, like, third, maybe fourth tier. Nobody talked to my ass, you know. Nobody talked to me, so I don't know what the fuck. You know, I don't know what kind of questions I can answer. But go ahead, you can sling them at me. Oh, Sean Bateman, you got to interview Stan Bush. Yeah, he's a good guy here. Ugh. You got the touch! Well, I don't... Whew. As I arrived to the good shit, Channel Awesome was failing. Now, yeah, it's completely falling apart. I don't know, failing might be the wrong word for it, but it's definitely imploding. You know, it's not in a good place. Like, you don't want to be the one picking up those pieces. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, boy. Like, bunch of fucking people left. Yeah, like a whole bunch of people have left. Rap Critic left. Linkara left. Film Brain left. You know. Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. It's just fucking going down. Yeah, yeah, let's see. Whatever. Hardly a channel. It's just a nostalgia critic by now. Yeah, whether that's by design or by happenstance, I'm not exactly willing to say, but man, it ain't good. Oh, why did I leave Channel Awesome? Why did I leave? Well, I left about a year ago. And it just came down to the fact that, all right, so like all that, if you've read the document that Lupa made with like Mars Girl and everybody else, it paints this picture of an organization that had kind of turned in on itself and had and refused and became very paranoid of reaching out to people and connecting and anything. Like everyone had just kind of turned in on themselves. Well, that's exactly how I came into the picture. I tried to come into the site being like, I tried to be like Mr. Everyone's friend, Mr. Party. And no. No. That was not appreciated at all. I wouldn't even say they were mad. They just nobody responded. Nobody cared. And so I was like, okay, all right. So that did not go well. I'm also a guy who doesn't tend to shut up. It's kind of hard for me to shut up, especially when something stupid is happening. And that made it so much worse. Because if there was a problem and I saw it, I would generally say something. Also, I was one of the people that didn't really... I didn't have a lot of fucking confrontations with management. I didn't have a lot of confrontations with Mike Michaud. I was usually able to get out of him what I asked for. Same thing with Doug, actually. I was usually able to get my way because I just say, hey, I need this. Or I need clarification on this. And then I would just get the answer, I'd get the information, and I just, disappear again. So I never really got into the nitty gritty. Every time I tried to help a situation that came up, wouldn't get any response. So I just kind of came to the conclusion that, if no one really cared that I was there, why was I sticking around? Yeah, it could have been... it would have been great to rake in that sweet, sweet audience, which I kind of did in the first couple of weeks. But after that, there was, no growth from Channel Awesome for the show. Which was a little upsetting, because you're like, oh, you mean now that I've just been on the site, this is it? This is as high as it gets? That was a little disillusioning. So I tried to focus instead on being involved with people because I thought I had been making friends. Yeah, it turns out not so much. And I thought it was me. I thought they didn't like me, but it turns out, no, they had that's just what had happened. Everyone was acting that way. That's what most people were doing. Lupa wasn't talking to people. The Shea crowd weren't talking to people. Most of the people that I knew weren't really talking anymore. And it was just one of those, I guess I'm just over here. I guess this is just a site I clock into. Which is, that's pretty much how it was. That's why I left, because it was just I could just clock in. Or after a few years, it was or I could just leave. I seem to be getting into a lot of arguments with people. There doesn't seem to be a lot of mutual respect going on. So why not just go? Why not leave? And I couldn't come up with a good answer. So after thinking about it some more, when the ad apocalypse started and the whole PewDiePie thing went down, and there was no like response, there was no nothing from anyone at Channel Awesome. So I was like, well, this is as good as time as any. You know, I'm not helping anybody here. I'm certainly not helping myself. And because I've gotten so disillusioned and frustrating, like my output has dwindled. You know, it just like, you know, being a ruler of a dead city isn't that great. And that's kind of what it had become. Like, it's like, oh, I thought, you know, it's one of those things where, like, imagine you work really hard to become a member of the circus, and then one day that dream happens, and then you realize, oh shit, circuses are going out of business. Oh fuck, I have to completely rethink my life. And that's kind of what happened. You know, and I figured I better, I left when I did because I was the height of my disillusionment, on top of the fact that I'm like, well, if I'm going to go, I better go now. Last thing I want to do is be caught up in this ship when it's sinking. You know, because it's just waiting. It's just waiting to disintegrate. So, yeah, so I took off. You know, and there were a lot of other, so like, a lot of my problems came down with a lot of the other producers. Now, the funny thing is that most of the ones I had real problems with had already left. They had already left. They left early on, but the effects of the dysfunction and the feeling of isolation had set into the entire organization, so no one was talking to each other. And there was nothing anyone was willing to offer anybody. You know, if you can't get a guy who lives like 30 minutes away to come film something with you, or do lunch with you, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? You know, I have everybody's contact information, but, well, what's the point of that if no one's returning my calls? You know? And I made a lot of enemies with the whole horror versus SJW fucking video. I made a lot of enemies. And then when I did the AVGN defense video, I made even more enemies. You know, no one like that. I fucking got mad at Nash at a MagFest party. This is actually the last MagFest I ever went to, and this is partially why. So I was like, hey, this is our first, MagFest as producers, because we had missed the previous year. We didn't have the cash to do it, so we didn't. But we went the next year, and when we did, we threw a party in our hotel room, because it was like, hey, we'll throw a party, we'll have everyone over, it'll be fucking great. And I hope people had fun. I really do, because my clearest memory of that whole party, besides talking with my brother, was Nash coming in and complaining that there was no beer. Like, we had cider and hard alcohol, and I was like, and he was like, oh, you don't have any beer? And I'm like, let's go get some. Because, like, that to me is like party etiquette. You come to someone's party and you're like, oh, you don't have something. step aside. Let's get this dealt with. It was early enough in the night. It was like, what, 8 o'clock at that point? Like, that's nothing. You know, so I was like, yeah, let's go get some beer. You know, he's like, nah. I'm like, well, okay. Want some cider? Nah. Want some whiskey? Nah. Well, okay, you sit there and be Nash. And I was like, okay, well, that was odd. But there were a bunch of other people who were with us that because he was a Channel Awesome producer, they tried really hard to please him to the point where they went to the trouble of ordering and buying food for him. And he was very rude and just left. Like he bitched that we didn't have pizza, so they ordered pizza for him, and then he just left. You know, that did not endear him to my heart, because I was like, you're because these people I was friendly with. These were actual friends. You know, and I was like, you're treating these people like garbage. You know, you're treating these people like they're bothersome. I invited you. You were invited. You know, like, you were invited to come here. You didn't have to. This isn't an obligation. If you really weren't in the mood, then don't come. Just apologize and don't come. But you're bumming everybody out. You know, it's like, imagine the guy at the party who's bumming everybody out, but he's being treated like the guest of honor. That was Nash. And I was not happy. I was not happy. I was very angry. You know. You know, that, no, I never forgot that. That to me was just spitting in my face, and spitting in the face of everyone else who had thrown the party, and I was very angry. I tried to connect with him at a dinner, you know, because it was like, hey, it's our first convention together, and I was being perhaps a little bit more forgiving than I should have been. And so I tried to, like, have a conversation with him about, like, role-playing games, because he really, you know, I knew he was into role-playing games. He had very little interest in talking to me. You know, it was like, hey, you know, White Wolf Games, you know, I worked there for a bit. You know, it wasn't that long, but, like, you know, and I was kind of expecting a little, like, oh shit, did you ever meet, like, Martin, you know, like the developers, like, what about this artist, you know, hey, what about this rules? What was the deal with this thing? You know, like that kind. I was expecting that kind of talk. Nah, he wasn't interested. Diamanda Hagen insulted my brother. I was not appreciative of that. She wanted to film something with me at the hotel, and I was all up for it. I did it. Even though, like, I was the butt of every joke. I was like, okay, well, let me just find a way to make this work. You know, like, try to be an actor. But when we went up, I realized that my brother, who I was with, wasn't with us. Like, I was talking to my brother. She's like, hey, I could use you guys, you know, would you mind filming something real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go. You know, like, that was, you know, my brother understood that was what I was here to do. But we get in that elevator and I realized that he's not there. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, what happened? Well, so we filmed the bit. I come downstairs, brother's still there, and I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, sorry about that. What happened? You know, because I was expecting that he would be joining. He'd probably be waiting outside. You know, but why not come in, say hello, like, you know, these are some people I know. And he was like, yeah, I tried coming with you, and she said not you. And I was like, what? But I thought I made it pretty clear that you were my brother. Okay. Well, that's weird. And it was around that period of time that it was like that, you know, some folks that I was talking to this shit about were like, I don't know why you're hanging out with these people. You know, they sound like they really don't appreciate you. So, well, that was that. I've spoken at length about my like problems with Kyle Colgren, Brows Held High, and why that hurt, because like that was a guy I legitimately considered a friend, so that hurt quite a lot. Miscommunication, yeah, there's a point at which you're like, no, this isn't miscommunication. There's a point after which it's like, no, this isn't miscommunication. This requires an apology. You know, that made me really upset. You know, but I was playing ball, you know. Well, at least I thought I was. You know, turns out it didn't matter. You know. So that whole thing just utterly fell apart. And so after about another year and change, I just left. You know, I just left. It's like, well, I'm not making any friends here, so might as well just leave. Yeah. The Countess likens my relationship with Channel Awesome like a really bad divorce. You know, you start fighting and like the kids get involved. You know, like, you know, at first the kids get upset, and then like you're divvying up all the old possessions, and then you got like the recriminations and the fucking like mourning for a future that never got to happen, and you know, the dying of all those possibilities, and then this is the end of that. At the end of the day, people couldn't be friends. At the end of the day, man, a lot of them lack the courage, a lot of them lack the know-how. I mean, just look at it. I mean, a bunch of them are all in solidarity on the change of the channel thing now, but if you're paying attention in 2 or 3 years, that'll implode too. Spectacularly. You know, but chances are no one's going to be watching. So no one will notice that it happened. It's really too bad. It's really too bad. Ugh. Devoid mix in with Flovett Child kind of deal. I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what that means, but let's see. There's got to be like some awesome, stupid. Hold on. All right, I think I got the perfect song.
have made a small fortune, and you've squandered it all. You shame me till I feel about 1 inch tall. But I thought I loved you, and I hoped you would change. So I gritted my teeth and didn't complain. Now you come to me with a simple goodbye. You tell me you're leaving, but you don't tell me why. Now we're here at the station, and you're getting on. And all I can think of is thank God a Greyhound you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone. I don't know how much longer I could go on, watching you take the respect out of me, watching you make a portrait out of me. That big diesel motor's playing my song. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone. That load on my mind got lighter when you got on. That shiny old bus is a beautiful sight, with the black smoke rolling up around the tail lights. It may sound kind of cruel, but I've been silent too long. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound you're gone.
Man. Good guy. You know what? I got another one. I got another one. Let's do this. This is Weird Al.
Since you've been gone, well, I feel like I've been chewing on tin foil. Since you've been gone, it's like I got
a big mouthful of cod liver oil.
well, I'm feeling like I stuck my hand inside a blender
And turned it on.
You know I've been in a buttload of pain since you've been gone. Well, since you've been gone. Since you've been gone, I couldn't feel any worse if you dropped a two-ton bowling ball on my toes. Since you've been gone, it couldn't hurt anymore if you shoved a red-hot cactus up my nose. Since you've been gone, well, it feels like I'm getting tetanus shots every day. Since you've been gone, it's like I got an ice cream headache that won't go away. Ever since the day you left me, I've been so miserable, my dear. You feel almost as bad as I did when you were still here. Yeah. Moving on. Oh, man. Whoo. Yeah, Thursday night karaoke. Saturday. Like I said, I wouldn't even necessarily say the death, but god damn it. I'm just disappointed. You know, I'm super disappointed. Like, you know, you think it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know, that's like,
That's like going to fucking prom with the head cheerleader and she got the clap. You know? Good God. You just like, oh, no. No. Ah, man. Damn. Why the flamin' mignon hell isn't YouTube notifying me of Jack's stream? Oh, because YouTube's a son of a bitch. It's a little fucking, it's a cock teaser. It's a little bastard. It's like, we got 91 people on this stream right now. Awesome. That is amazing. I'm liking this. Oh. So, what is the satanic Jackula thinking about right now? Oh my God, dude. What am I thinking? I'm trying hard not to be too much of an asshole about all this. But I kind of want to be a huge asshole about this. You know, like, there's a lot of shit going on. You know, there was a Daily Dot article about the fucking goddamn thing. You know. And let me tell you, I'll tell you who was a victim, as far as I could tell. Lupa was definitely a victim. Mars Girl and Lupa were fucked. They got fucked. You know. But not everyone who's mentioned in that article is a victim. Some people got fired for very good reasons. Very good reasons. You know, because, hey, the broken clock is right twice a day, right? Wakovic's getting tons of views for years to come. Wait, I might play a little silly here to do my act. Oh, okay. Damn, did someone seriously get pissed at YouTube this week, didn't they? Oh, no, I'm not pissed at YouTube. I'm fucking... Oh, did I remove some videos? Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't remove them. I moved them. I started a new channel, which is called the Satanic Panic Room, which is where all the satanic stuff is going to go in the future. So go ahead and, like, resubscribe to that. You know, I'm not expecting, like, I'm not expecting to... No, fuck it. Like, no. So, subscribe to the Satanic Panic Room. Find it on YouTube. It's got all the videos that are currently missing from the main channel. So go ahead and subscribe to that. You know, like, let's get 1 million subscribers on both of these channels, man. You know, let's fucking do it. You know, 1 million subs, 1,010,000, 2 million, 1 billion, $1 billion. You know, let's just fucking do it. And Linkarta did leave Channel Awesome. He left, Rap Critic left, Film Brain left. I think the only people who are, Jesus Christ, let's look at who's left. I don't even know who's left. You know, like, oh man, I don't even have Channel Awesome on bookmarks anymore. Hold on. I don't even follow them on Twitter. I just cut the cord entirely. No, that's the YouTube channel. I don't. Whoa. Yeah, that YouTube channel comes up way before the website. That should let you know how it's going on. Wow. Whoo! Oh my God. Okay, so Channel Awesome. Let's see. Blockbuster Buster's still on. Brad Jones is still on. Brandon Trennell is still on. Chris Stuckman is still on. Horror Guru is still on. Ilnej is still on. Maven's still on. Surum Ursa is still on. Tunes These Days is still on. Angry Joe, Bargain Boy, Battle Geek Plus, Gaming Wildlife, Guru Larry, Sean K, Yomars, Kaluna, Last Angry Geek, Masako X. When the fuck was the last time Masako X did something? Holy shit. Let's see. Oh. Holy shit. Apparently the answer has been consistently. I just wasn't paying attention to Masako X. Like, No, he's been going. He's got that motherfucker's going strong. You know, like he's still doing it. He's still going. Shit. I had no idea. Let's see, like, what's he at? Let's see, he's got to be at something. He's got to be at like 20,000, right? You know. Let's check it out. Oh wow, no, fuck, I lowballed it. Like he's at 300. He's at 300K. Yeah. No, Masako's still on the site apparently.
I got it, guys.
I didn't realize that. Bet Sage. Ask Lovecraft, Nash, Some Trick with a Camera, Screen Crashers, Rocked Reviews, and yeah, that's it. That's what they got now. That's what they are. That's where they are. Oof. I wonder if, man, does Guru Larry even like check the site, or is he? I think he just posts, man. You know, I liked Guru Larry. I got along. I did okay with him.
Really? What's up, Trash Cat?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, Brandon Trenold's still going on that site. Yeah, he's probably like what, 100,000 at the very least. Like he's going strong. Like I punked out like a bitch. I love you, babe.
I love you too. That's why I'm so supportive.
Thanks for laughing at my emotional scar, babe.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. It toughens you up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's got 41K. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Like he's going strong. You know what?
I give you hugs too. Then I love
You give up the poon.
Thanks. That's so classy.
Well, you just laughed at my emotional scar. Don't ask me to be classy after that. You have a working vagina, which trust me, that's
Thanks.
a
dear.
good thing. That's a good
so
thing.
not sexist.
Oh man.
Quick, say something to not be offensive.
Quick, say something and not be offensive. When have I ever done that? That's not. No.
I love you, babe.
No.
Hey, kitty. Look out, cat is insane.
You always make fun of the things you love. That's why I tell sexist jokes. Let's see.
Actually, you don't usually tell sexist jokes.
I don't?
No.
Really?
Really.
Oh shit.
Don't have to fix it either.
Well, I feel like I'm saying like I don't love you now that I haven't like
Oh,
made.
baby, I'll just go bite you later, okay?
It's okay. All right.
See all those perks on you.
Mom and Dad are fighting. Not really, you know. Let's see. Jack and Doug go on full argument this stream. Does Doug even watch? Like, I don't even think he does. Like, how is that argument ever going to happen? You know? Oh, man. But yeah, that's, the Countess is savage.
I love you, babe.
I love you too. Oh man, you know what's really fucking funny? Because of, you know, someone I'd love to have on the show at some point, Decker Shadow. I'd love to get him on the show. Yeah, I'd like to get him on. Hey Jack, you're gonna throw a gaming question at you. Oh, you're gonna throw a gaming question at me. Okay. Would you say you're a fan of the Twisted Metal games? I don't hate them, but I'm not really a fan because I don't really play them. I like the idea of them, but I don't like. That ain't my thing. For some reason, those games never really grabbed me. Let's see. Doug versus Jack for WrestleMania. What? Does Doug even, like, fucking do wrestling? We're talking about Doug Walker here, right? Or are we talking about another Doug? You know, Decker Shadow sounds like a very Shadowrun name. It does, doesn't it? Like I kind of dig it. Tony Gomark should leave CA. Jack versus Doug, Dawn of Justice. Who doesn't have actual emotions? Cat Hermit. I don't know. People are just there's a bunch of things happening at once now. Oh God. The Poontang clan. Oh, that'd have been great. That'd have been great. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta. Like someone brought up Wu-Tang, so we gotta. I mean, technically this ain't Wu-Tang, but like, you know, come on. They sampled it. Yeah, blast from the past, right? Let's see. Well, here's the thing. But can the CEO be fired? Not if it doesn't have a board and not if no one's willing to fire him, because it's not like any of the producers had stake in the company. It's not like we had shares and we could vote him out. He's company president for life, man. I'll tell you. I know what to tell you. Like, unless someone comes along and is like, Mr. Mashad, I would like to buy Chandler Lawson from you, which I guarantee the answer, nobody wants to do that. Because who would? You know, in the words of Valve, in the words of a Valve meeting, I'm sorry, you just don't have anything we want. So who would buy it? Nostalgia Critic, 20,000 views. H3 is worth way more. He's worth way more. You know, like, he's 10 times Doug. You know, in terms of, like, advertising capital and potential and sponsorship. Like, come on. You know, like, that's fucking nothing. You know, how many people subscribe to Channel Awesome? It might be, I think it's like 500,000 or something. It might be more. Let's check it out. Let me not talk out of my ass, and let's see how many subscribers we actually have on.
Welcome to Channel Awesome.
All right. Oh no. This is Social Injustice Warriors. Social Injustice Warriors fucking video came up before Channel Awesome did. Oh my God, that means that one's trending over anything. Wow. No, they got 1 million subscribers.
Also remember, your Google is gonna show you what you get.
Well, no, like I don't. I'm not subscribed to Social Injustice Warrior.
No, what I'm saying is it tailors its searches based on your previous searches.
Yes.
Okay. So then why is actual Channel Awesome second?
Google algorithms.
Okay, well that's what I mean. Like this video from Social Injustice Warrior that has like 122,000 views over the last like week is at number 1 if you search for Channel Awesome on the site. At least that's what I get. Channel Awesome is the second one. And then we do get like the legitimate Channel Awesome videos. So I got like 1 million subscribers. They ain't nothing to sneeze at. But like, you know, let's look at H3. Yeah, 5 million. You know, who'd you rather invest in? You know, especially with all the bad press that Channel Awesome's getting right now. Nah, you go for H3. You know, you go for Joe Rogan. You know, you go for one of those guys. You know? Let's see. Maker makes nothing. No, Maker is gone. They don't just make nothing. They're gone. That company is over. Like, if you think that they make nothing, meaning they still exist, you're living in the past. Maker Studios is over. They're super over. You know? Oh, Maker Studios. Man, can you imagine, like, oh my God. Can you imagine Disney when they finally offer their fucking service, their fucking, like, subscription-only service? It's gonna have that old blip viewer. Because that's why they bought them. It's gonna have that shitty-ass blip fucking player. You could be playing that. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, man. Oh, Disney Digital Network. I hope you remain a laughing stock. Yeah, let me see. Maker Studios Wiki. Disney Digital Network, formerly Maker Studios. Yeah, they changed their name. They're just fucking gone. The original Maker Studios was co-founded by Lisa Donovan, Danny Zappin, Scott Katz, Kasim G, Shay Carl, Ben Dovin, and Philip DeFranco, and Shane. Yeah. Yep. On May 2nd, 2017, Disney absorbed the studio into the newly formed Disney Digital Network. Oh, my God. On January 19th, 2018, Twitch signaled a deal with Disney to secure exclusive content for some of the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Twitch signed a deal with Disney to secure exclusive content from some of the entertainment giants' top YouTubers, including Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. A total of 4 YouTubers with the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So those guys are just moving on to... just going to be moving on to Twitch through Maker Studio. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. Jesus. He also claimed, Maker Studio CEO Danny Zaplin is a convicted felon, which he has not been made aware of. What? Zaplin later publicly admitted to this claim. Okay, whatever. Disney Digital Network, huh? Well, 10 months ago. Oh, my God. Headquarters in Culver City, California. This. Oh, is a business... Okay, Disney Direct-to-Consumer International is a business segment of the Walt Disney Company consisting of Disney's subscription streaming services, an unnamed Disney streaming service, SPN Plus, and Hulu. Oh, boy. Good God. Fucking Disney, man. Like, Disney's going to have its own streaming service. Well, I'm sure it'll financially succeed. You know. People are going to need them. People can't live without Disney. Pfft. We can't live without Disney. Disney is everything. They own Marvel and Star Wars because our actual Disney brand is in the shitter. We need the fucking boy market because we've got girls lock, stock, and fucking barrel. Oh, Disney owns you, kids. They own you. Or at least they think they do. You know, fuck Disney, man. You know, like, fuck that company. You know, who gives a shit? You know, I mean, they destroyed the animation industry. They did. And they destroyed it the same way Mattel destroyed the action figure industry. You know, by having to make sure that they were number one. Always. All others must be crushed. All others must be crushed. Barbie's got to be the most important thing ever. Do you want to know why, like, no other girl doll on the market existed until Bratz? It's because the Barbie people destroyed them utterly and completely. You know, why is Monster High, which is another Mattel, why is Monster High and everything? Well, because people stopped buying Barbie. Monster High outsells Barbie, but it's a Mattel property, so they don't care as much.
I got them heavy boobs, heavy boobs.
Hey, Benjamin Falbo, how you doing? Mouse must die. Fuck yeah.
The mouse must die.
Yep. Yep. The nerdy philosopher. A few days ago, there was a worker strike at Disney for a living wage. Yep. Nope. You know, hey. You know, but this is America. We don't care about the working man. We gotta lock arms and defend the rich man. That's the American way. Okay, I have cigarettes. I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah. Mouse is all-powerful Earth deity. Well, he's Mr. World. But that doesn't make him the only power player. Oh, is Yogi with us? Holy shit. Where is he? 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 By the way, Ben Falbo, did you actually want to get in on the chat? Did you want to speak? Did you want to talk? If so, send me a message and we'll do that.
But it will keep the rain off your hair too, so like that gives your hand free a bit.
Does the Mafia own the Barbie company? No. Mattel does. But their tactics when destroying the competition are very Mafia-like. Like, why did Gem fail? It's because they did Rocker Barbie. But they only did Rocker Barbie so that Gem would fail. God, destroy the competition. We're number one. Just got to kill all challengers. Yeah, that was actually, yeah, check it out. The toys that made us. The Barbie episode is real eye-opening. Because, like, here are all these people, like, how to put it, man. Anyone who thinks that, like, a woman in a corporate position or in any position behaves different than a man, forget it. No way, dude. It's not the way it is. You know, it is not the way it is at all. You know, like, watch that Barbie episode. It's fucking eye-opening. Because here are these women proudly talking about how they destroyed Gem. You know, how they destroyed that show and destroyed that company. They're so fucking happy about it. You know, because who's going to challenge them? They're the Barbie people. The same thing happened with the Bratz thing, you know. So anyone who defended Mattel against Bratz, I'm sorry, you were fucking supporting the bad guys. You know? You were supporting the bad guys. Oh, you did this on your off hours, but with Mattel pencils and paper? That makes it ours. No shit, that's the argument. That was the argument. The whole thing about, like, you know, the Bratz dolls and over-sexualization, that was Mattel. That was Mattel's marketing. They control you. They have you. You know? You know, your opinions are not yours, kids. They're not. You got to be fucking careful. You got to be super careful. You know, because holy fucking crap. You don't realize how much of your opinions are simply you repeating shit that you have heard. You don't even realize it. Woo! You don't have ideas, kids. Ideas have you. They use their tongues to deceive. The venomous snakes is under the lips, and in the paths nothing but ruin and misery, as the light of God is not before their eyes. Our human spirits been corrupted. Why do we worship greed? Because laying on of us, feeding off of us, perched on top of us, are our owners. They have us. They surround us. Wake up. They're all about you. All around you. I love that movie. I love They Live. I got a really awesome They Live poster. I need to actually get a fucking frame for. Woo! All right, Ben Falbo's gonna join us. He's gonna get himself set up. So I'm gonna take this. Yeah, you do not. Oh, Yogi, how you doing, man? You do not own your thoughts. Praise Mammon. Yeah. Oh, holy shit, man. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit. We got 101 viewers? That's amazing. You know. Oh, well, I've got two different counts, right? I'm in a bit of a Scanner Darkly situation. One of them is saying 95 viewers, the other one's saying 111, but I'm going to say either way, that's some good stuff. That's great stuff. All right. So I'm going to take a quick break. And hold on, I'm not going to leave you with nothing. Just calm down now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Someone has a pair of quote-unquote woke sunglasses. Holy shit, send me a link. I need those. I'm gonna get my smoke on. Someone's talking about woke sunglasses that say woke on them. I'm like, holy shit, why didn't I think of that?
Thank you very much, sir. How are you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah. Oh God, did you see that shit? Let me tell you something, Jack. Let me tell you something. It's not a good day when something you were a fan of for so long turns out to be a hive of scum and treachery. Dude, you work for them. Dude, yo, 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 villainy. You run one. You run one. You run one. Yo, yo. If I was to Jack, if I was to insult people who did shit to make a buck and get by in this world, I'd be hating on myself. Pretty much. If you were to if you were to stop paying attention to any and all artists who've done anything terrible, you would be there'd be like maybe you'd listen to maybe one musician and follow one creator.
Yeah, 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 yeah. If you're lucky, and that creator's probably gonna be like Raffi. And it turns out that's gonna turn out that Raffi like fucking raped children.
Oh God, like the fucking Nickelodeon dude.
Oh jeez, man. Ugh.
You want to talk about hives of
Have you ever?
scum and
Yeah.
villainy?
Did you ever work for Nickelodeon or anything like that?
I did not, but like the whole Dan Schneider thing, I've been following quite closely.
Oh my
I
God.
live in New York, so I follow a comedian who lives here in the state, and one of the things he blogs about quite frequently and with much verbose is the whole Dan Schneider thing, and that shit's a rabbit hole. You want to talk about going down the fucking rabbit hole of treachery?
Oh, hold on. We were mute for a little bit there. So Solvis, that's right. That $2 made all the difference.
Just
You give another $2 and the audio quality and video quality will improve. I guarantee it. Oh man.
make it rain, make that money.
Yeah. Bling bling dollar bill, y'all.
Hell,
Hell yeah. Hell the fucking yeah. Okay, so let's read this non-apology that Chandler Awesome gave. This is amazing.
Oh gee, Uncle Jack, tell me.
Uncle
the
Jack gonna
story.
tell you to tell us some story.
Tell
Tell
me
us
the
a story. All right, so this was on the channel from the Channel Awesome Twitter, and this is the memo that they sent out to the world. So apparently, this was game ready. This was ready to ship. All right. We wanted to, we wanted to take a moment to clear the air and acknowledge some of the recent public concerns raised by content creators previously associated with Channel Awesome. Channel Awesome is an organization that respects our producer partners and strives to create the best possible environment for everyone. They strive to create an environment? I mean, good or bad, like, that... We put you in a Skype group. That's what that kind of comes down to, which, all right. We welcome a diverse community of people joining together to create great videos. Okay, well, not technically wrong, but whatever.
Let's break that
That's blowing smoke up people's ass. That is right off. For the people who have spoken out about past incidents they deemed hurtful or unprofessional, we sincerely regret you felt that way. Spoken like an abusive boyfriend. I'm sorry you felt that way. Whoa.
Kiss
Whoa.
the fattest part of my ass.
I know, right?
I can
We're
smell.
sincerely regret you felt that way. How about we sincerely apologize?
Oh, okay,
you can't
so
even
that's where
you
that-
can't even make
that's
the,
where
you
that
can't
came
even
from.
you can't even fake apologize right. Oh my god. Our priority has always been to help content partners succeed and provide people a vehicle to follow their dreams. Well, then maybe you should have fucking given me some money.
Yeah, maybe.
I would no one was paid, by the way. Everyone just got paid in additional viewership, which, to be honest, if for some people that wasn't nothing. But let's not pretend that they did more. Like, how to put it? Was the whole deal like UB Remoras off of Doug's success?
No.
Yes. No, that was the business model. That was legitimately the business model. Like,
So
basically
he's just asking you to be a leech off of him
yeah,
professionally?
yeah, pretty much. Well, Doug didn't. Doug never directly asked any of these things.
That's the main
but
problem
that's
I'm
the
gathering
way.
from all of this is that Doug never really said anything.
No, he doesn't. He's like, somehow he's considered talent that has look, here's what you have to realize about Channel Awesome is that it is very poorly organized. It is very poorly organized. There are people say, "Oh, were there bad contracts?" And I'm just sort of like, "There were contracts?"
What?
No, the contracts were very slipshod. They were very simple, to be fair. They were simple. I still have every piece of paper, like every document I ever signed, I still have a copy of. And that's never going away. Like, I'm holding, yeah, save that shit. I'm holding on to that crap. Anything I ever actually signed or shipped off to them, I kept a copy of. Just in case, because that's my standard practice. It's saved me more than once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, don't forget, I used to be a professional professional illustrator. Always keep the contracts.
Always screw.
I even keep contracts that I haven't signed. There's only been one contract that I lost. And that was because it wasn't a real offer to begin with. And that was was it Tokyo Pop or Viz Video? I can't remember which one it was right now, but it was either Tokyo Pop or Viz Video. That contract I didn't keep because I was like, why are you even sending this to me? You know, like, why are you even sending this to me? But it was one of the worst contracts I'd ever seen. And I was just like, no, I'm not signing that. Goodbye.
Like one of those things where you get like 2 sentences in and you're like, fuck this.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't just that the deal was bad. It was that the contract itself, before you even got to the deal, who thought this was ready to send to the pros? You know, like this was a contract where it was like, I am willing to accept some pretty shaky fucking contracts, but this one took the cake because, like, whoever had written it made a joke about France and in the middle of the contract, and you're just sort of like, this is not the place
or the
time for a joke about France, Viz Video, or Tokyo Pop.
It's time to
whichever.
stop.
Yeah, it's time to stop. You know, and like that was a contract that had gone around the entire like illustration and comic book industry. At least it gone around Artist Alley to everyone in the West Coast, and everyone was like, "You believe this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, who would sign this?" And yeah,
cold game.
Oh
cold
no!
Game
What's bizarre, because not only is it a cold game, you realize it's a cold game, and you're being offered an in by people who are gonna lose. That was the problem. That was the problem.
Let me ask you, dealing with people who are way too confident in their abilities and are feeding you like line upon line of horse shit.
Well, it's not even a line upon line of horse shit. It's like, imagine like your best friend's little brother telling you that you're going to make it in the rap industry if you sign with him.
thanks for the encouragement, but
Yeah. And his little, yeah, exactly. That's what this contract was. Like, this was one of this was the definition of, hold on. This is the definition of, like, yeah, hello? No, that's not an offer, that's an insult. Boom, done. You know, like, it was crazy. It was one of those, like, this isn't a real contract, right?
This is someone's blog post.
Yeah. This can't be real. There's no way. And
you're gearing yourself up to be far more adult than they are.
Not even that. Like, this is one of those, everyone received this contract and everyone was like, holy shit, that company's going down.
In flames.
In flames. It's over, kids. It's fucking over. You know, and that's, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Viz Video. You know, because does anyone remember Viz Video anymore?
This is the first I'm hearing of them, so I guess that speaks for them.
Oh my god. Dude, do you watch anime at all?
Of course.
That's sad. That's sad. Like, that's how bad that company was at the end. Yo, because in the 90s, you couldn't get away from Viz Video if you were an anime fan. You couldn't. They were ubiquitous. They were bigger than Pioneer. You know,
this is back in the days where you had to pay like $24.95 for a DVD that had like 5 episodes on it.
5 episodes, 2 episodes on that shit, man. You know, you're paying top dollar. You know, fuck all that other shit. Anyway, so yeah, we got that. I got that contract. It was like a 2003 contract or something. It was a long time ago. And we were just like, every artist I knew got that contract, including me, and we were all just like, what? Are you serious? This can't be real. This is you're trolling us.
What?
What? Yeah, exactly. It was like, you're trolling us. There's no way this is an offer.
It's especially fun to see a company that you know was like doing some shady shit and like was like not good go down in flames, because you can just like sit by with popcorn and just watch the flames.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
That's how it was. And I felt kind of bad because I knew some people who worked at that company, and I called them and I was like, what the shit is this?
You want to talk about like things going down in flames before your eyes. Dude, since the last time we spoke, funny enough, last time we spoke, I believe was September. I was on, and you saw me at the beginning of my 3rd collegiate year.
Oh, wow.
A couple months later.
Oh.
Look at my eyes, Jack. There's nothing left.
Oh. What do you study?
Graphic design, my friend.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, man. Oh, great, man. Graphic design used to be a fucking gold mine. Used to be a fucking gold mine. You could make fat stacks of cash. But these days, old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. I'm sorry, man. You know, if you could, you still studying it?
Oh yes, I'm listen. I've already gone halfway. I'm going all the way with this at this point. And you know what?
Learn. I gotta ask. Does it make your dick hard?
Oh, it does.
Okay, all right. Then you got a shot. Then you got a legitimate shot. If graphic design makes your dick hard, then you got a legitimate shot.
To me, here's what someone told me. It's hard to get success in it, but there's a way to do it.
These days, yes. It used to be easy because those skills.
There's a difference between difficult and impossible. People think it's difficult. Here's why. The way to succeed, you got to keep up with the changing tech. You just got to keep up with it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
And just you gotta have good connections. Like, I am very lucky that, it's funny enough, since the last time I spoke to you, guess who got a decent little position working at a legit wrestling company here in the States?
Who? You?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Who do you work for?
Up and coming Fed, and I do stuff for them on the side. I intern for them, and it's a really sweet gig, man. It's a sweet gig. The thing about graphic design, it's what I've been doing. I'm very comfortable with it, and like, I understand it'll be a struggle, but I'm still down for the struggle. Like, because when people say they like my stuff, it's a very gratifying feeling.
Yeah, well, how old are you? How old are you?
I am 20.
Then keep going. If you're that young and you're that fired up, keep going.
Honestly, like I've sold decent to people before. They've started paying me. The paydays are getting better and better. My work is getting better and better, like compared to where it was.
Are you still in college, or are you like off on your own?
I am in my third year. My final year is next year.
Okay, and you're already getting paid?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's encouraging. That's a
The
good
paydays start
sign.
small. I will not deny they started small, but they're getting better as time goes on.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
The better your stuff gets, you can justify charging a little bit more for it.
No, that's what you need to do. You know, like, I don't know how to say it. If you're in college and you're making money now, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's... I don't know how to say it. I always feel bad when I talk to people about, like, graphic design, because there are two things about graphic design that you need to understand. You understand that it's a good, steady job, which, by the way, it's not anymore. So this has got to make your dick hard, and while you're in school, someone already has to be willing to pay you. So if you've got that going, I say go with it. Keep
Trust me,
doing it.
I have a strong, realistic approach to life. If this was, like, not going well by this point, I'd be like, okay, let's see what else life has to offer.
But never discount the power of an artistic erection. Fuck it. If you look at typesetting and you get like a half chub, no, you're halfway there. Like I don't know what else to say other than that's what it takes.
You just gotta get up and do it, even if you gotta take a job you don't really want to do.
Yeah.
If
you have to do the shittiest ass fucking graphic design job, but you're looking at her like she's the prom queen, and you're fucking nailing her in the back of a fucking limo. Or I don't even know if you like girls. Are you into girls, guys, both? What's the deal?
At this point, man, I'm just like, there are tons of dudes in the wrestling industry. I won't name them, but like
Mm-hmm.
I would not like warm up to you if I was cremated with you. But you want to open your wallet? You want to slide me $50 to make you a cheap little t-shirt design?
Oh, so you're gay. So what you're saying is you're gay for pay.
Is that so wrong?
No, just making sure we know what we're talking about here. So you're like, all right, I'm gay for pay. Okay, good attitude as far as career is concerned.
Hey, listen, man, listen. I have standards, but there's a limit. Gotta get paid.
Oh yeah. No. You're a hired gun. You're a hired cock. You know, like that's the important shit. Yeah. Get in there, and whatever it is, you make sure it's satisfied. You know,
pretty much. Like I charge for. I stopped doing hourly because I'm just like, that's way too big of like a. That's too.
Oh my god, it's such a fucking hassle, isn't it?
Listen, I was lucky enough to get a good string of clients who were just like, I believe that this took you 3 hours to do. Here's your pay in the triple digits. Sure. And like, I charge fairly. If this graphic took me an hour to do, it only took Photoshop and maybe a sketch, I'll charge you $50 for it because it didn't take me that long to do. Now, if something takes me 3 hours or longer, you better believe that I'm charging like 100 and up for that shit.
It's one of the two oldest ones. I'm pretty sure it's MI. Oh, okay, hold on.
Wife is bugging from outside.
Hold on.
Let
me turn off the microphone for a minute.
It's still on.
Oh, thank you, Dawn.
What kind is that? Is that the cookie kind?
It's the green tea Pocky, man.
Yes, get in there.
That's the best.
Matches the hair.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Mm.
You know, with those headphones on, all you need to do, and you have your cat around, all you need is to look like wistfully out into the background while writing in a book, and you'll be one of those like chill study tune channels. You know the ones.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
like you
yeah.
just
One of
sleep.
those chill lo-fi. Like I'm an anime girl doing her homework forever.
Yo, come on, bro. To me, there's a much darker narrative to that when you really think about it. Like, there's an alt ARG to that. Like, this girl is forever trapped doing her homework forever. There's a story in there.
I
Someone
know,
needs to do
right?
it.
I know that she's got an abusive alcoholic father who's gonna beats her mom every night. You know.
I'm a bitch.
But it'll all be worth it as long as she like fucking gets into the university of her choice. Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Nicoramus says I'll be available to join in about an hour, maybe less. Cool. All right, Nicoramus, just do me a favor, just send me the message on the Skype when you're ready.
Alright, babe.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Next break, I'm gonna need your help because that's not working.
It isn't?
Nope.
All right, hang on a second.
let's see here. Oh, I see Rick Classic asking me some questions in the chat. This is actually unexpected. I didn't expect I'd be getting questions, but he has two for me. I do not have a Pro Wrestling Tees account. Unfortunately, I want one, but I don't have that kind of notoriety yet. And what wrestling fed do I work for? I work for Capital Wrestling in Hoboken, New Jersey. That's where I work. But one of the people.
Hoboken? Oh, I'm dying.
How so?
Well, like, oh my God, am I the last generation who understands a Bugs Bunny joke?
God damn it.
Yeah. Hoboken? Oh, I'm dying.
You almost, oh my God, yes, now I remember. Thank God. Okay.
No.
But actually, Hoboken, surprisingly, has actually gotten much better. And frankly, it was kind of a blessing in disguise that we found that market because you can't run in New York anymore.
When you were in school, did they ever make you read the Hoboken Chicken Emergency?
Yes, they did. Yes, they fucking did.
Oh my God.
Do you recall a part where they hired a huckster who built them a robot chicken?
Robot
to seduce
chicken.
The big chicken?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dirty Louise, the robot chicken.
Yep. I also remember that when they did a television movie version of that thing.
It had Ralphie in it, didn't it?
It had Ralphie in it. Yeah, from fucking Christmas Story.
What must it like being that kid? You're in Christmas Story, and then you're in that. Must be a downgrade.
Well, yeah, but apparently that guy like now has been working in marketing for like years. Like he hasn't really worked in like actual movies, but he's like, yeah, now I'm a Hollywood marketing guy.
Look into.
Guess who
like,
gets paid, motherfucker?
Fuckers, get in the door, man. Because like, what's funny is look into the lives of a lot of those child actors from those old school movies. Like, some of them really don't continue acting.
Well, dude. Well, be nice, because I happen to know one of those child actors.
Oh, pray tell who?
Oh, dude. Fucking Zach Lavoie. I love that guy.
Cinema Slab?
Yeah, he was a child actor. He's in a movie that you know about. He was in Parenthood.
He's fucking with me.
You've seen Parenthood, right?
I've seen.
It's got the Keanu Reeves in it.
I know of it.
Do you remember the little kid who puts the garbage can on his head and then starts running into walls? That's him.
Zach.
That's Zach. Yeah. That's him. He was a Hollywood child actor. Cinema Slob was a Hollywood child actor.
Everything's relative.
Yeah. And I'm just sort of like, and the funny thing is now he like works in a 365-day-a-year haunted house.
Not a bad gig.
No,
thank you.
it's not. And I'll be totally fucking honest. I have had a lot of problems with a lot of other reviewers that I've met. Zach Lavoie, aka the Cinema Slob, the minute I met him, I was like, "Why don't you live in California? I love you." I didn't even know anything about him. I just knew he was a cinema slob. And I met him, and here's this like kind of, slightly gap-toothed dude who's like, "Hey man, how you doing? I'm Zach." And he fucking gives me this hug, and I'm like, this is a cinema slob? I love this guy.
Where have you been all my life? Oh,
Yeah.
hug
Do
me.
you know about Astron 6? I don't know about Astron 6, cinema slob. What the fuck is Astron 6? He's like, they made a movie called Manborg. You want to watch Manborg? And I'm like, I do. I do want to watch Manborg.
I do. Show me the promised
Show me,
land.
yeah. Show me the promised land, cinema slob. Oh my god.
Take me through the desert.
That guy. I love Cinema Slob. He was one of the guys that I met, and I never regretted it. Because it was really cool being at that MagFest, and everyone was like, "Hey, Zach's downstairs. Do you want to go meet him?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll meet Cinema Slob. He seems like a nice guy." And I get there, and there he is in his like normal clothing, not like his like get-up shtick. He's literally just dressed like a kid who has just come out of like some rave, some party he's just come out of. He's like, "Oh my god, you're Count Jackula." This is way before I was on Channel Awesome. And I'm like, "You're the Cinema Slob." And he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He gives me this huge hug. And he's like, "You want to go up to the fucking room, watch movies?" And I'm like, "Are you drunk?" He's like, "Fuck yeah." And I'm like, "I would love to get drunk and watch movies with you."
You know what it's like? It's like one of those Hobbit situations, man. Where are you going? I'm going on an adventure. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. It was so fucking amazing. I loved that guy, and god damn it, I should have asked him to be on the show tonight.
I'd love to
I
meet
haven't
him,
seen him. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Let me tell you,
a few months.
You want to get through life with a smile, you gotta develop that Bilbo mentality, man. You gotta just be like, I didn't see my day going this way, but I'm going this way now. I'm going on a fucking adventure. That's where I'm going.
Exactly. I'm gonna go on an adventure.
Am I gonna get laid?
I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna fucking steal some treasure from a fucking dragon. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see if I can find. Actually, that's not the best shit. Hold on. Let me see. Actually, we're good. Let's do both versions of this fucking song, which is the Misty Mountains Cold.
Let me bring up the lyrics for that.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, let's start with the movie version because that one's a little somber. Then we'll go on to the cartoon one.
And my apologies if I have to keep my voice down a little bit. My parentals are asleep, and I want to be respectful of that.
Far away, the misty mountains call, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away the break of day to find us heart and gold.
Yes.
And on the rise, the winds were roaring in the night. The fire was red in flames, it is red. Trees were torches blazed with light.
Yes, dude.
Oh man, yeah. Like I fucking. All right, let's see if we can find the
One thing those Hobbit movies got right. That song.
Oh my god! The minute they released that, like that version of Misty Mountains, I was like, "Oh no, dude, I'm in. All right, let's do the let's do the Rankin Bass version.
Now this one I'm gonna let you take because I'm very unfamiliar with this version. I'm gonna just sit back and be enthralled.
To the Mistin's Mountain call. The king does come into his hall. His story. Yeah, the cartoon does the whole version. And as your flowers falls
I've actually never seen the animated version of The Hobbit.
What? What? You gotta watch it. It's awesome. It's great.
Like I love like the style of it. It looks like old fashioned, which is the best style. But I'm like, it's a matter. I'll give it a watch because it looks dope.
Oh my god, no! Look, as great as the Cumberbatch is, he can't hold a candle to fucking oh god, the voice. What is his name?
I'll Google it. We have technology.
It's his name. Yeah. IMDb. The Hobbit cartoon.
Who did Schmaug?
I think it's Paul Frees.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, hold on. Smaug. Paul Frees. The voice. Like, don't get me wrong. Benedict Cumberbatch did a worthy fucking version of Smaug. Yeah, but Paul Frees. Holy fucking shit. He defines that fucking voice. Smaug. Paul Frees. Come on, YouTube. No, not the desolation of Smaug, just Smaug himself. The Hobbit, 1977. Yeah, like just check this out. Hold on, it's just.
Who are you and where do you come from?
I come from under the hill, and under the hill and over the hills my paths led.
And through the air,
I am
he who walks unseen.
You make riddles?
Riddles?
What is your name?
I am the lucky number, the web cutter, the spider stinger.
Lovely
title.
I am he that drowns his friends and draws them alive again from the water. I am the guest of eagles, the ring winner and luck wearer, the clue finder
And the barrel rider. Barrel rider, eh?
Then I have
Guessed
your
your
riddle. You are one of those miserable
tub-thumping lake men.
You and your town shall
Pay dearly for this intrusion.
So the lakemen would
Steal my treasure.
Wait, you don't know everything. Not gold alone brought me hither.
Be done with your riddles. What else brought you, lakemen?
Revenge! Surely you must realize that your success has made you some bitter enemies.
Revenge! You! I am Smaug!
I kill when I wish. I am strong.
Strong! Strong!
like
tenfold shields. My teeth are like swords. My claws spears. Look up my tail, a thunderbolt. Wings, a hurricane.
my breath. Death. Well, where are your riddles now?
You know, like that to me will always be the voice of Smaug.
It's much different. It's a much like slower.
Well, like it was interesting because Cumberbatch did this much more like haughty and arrogant, whereas Paul Frees did this, I am just gonna kill you.
I'm gonna eat
which
you.
you're just like, oh my god. Like, how to put it, like if it comes down to which dragon do I believe is just gonna fucking demolish me, it's the Paul Frees version of Smaug. You know, because you're just like, holy shit. You know, like, how to put it, that dragon encounter, that reading of Smaug's lines, that launched 1,000 D&D campaigns. Like, that's just how it is.
I believe it.
Oh my fucking god. Like, it's, you know, it's so cool. Let me see if I can find... let me see if I can find the animated version of the Misty Mountains song. The Hobbit, 1977, Misty Mountain. Yeah, it's a different version of the song, but I really, really love it. No, not the one off the soundtrack. Let's just do the one from the movie. It's shorter.
I'll let you take this one, sir.
Yeah. Over the misty mountains rolls, from canyons deep and caverns old, we must away our break of day.
You feel the love of beautiful things.
To win our hearts forgotten gold.
To wear a sword instead of a walking stick.
Just once.
Oh shit. This video compares the two. No, fuck that shit. No, we're doing that already. We're doing that already. Come on, let's just do it.
Stick with the classic.
Yeah.
These dwarves want in Hobbiton.
They have come for tea. And for supper.
And for supper.
And for you.
For you.
Burglar Baggins.
Far o'er the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day.
You feel the love of beautiful things.
To
Go
win
and see the great
our hearts.
mountains, hear the pine trees and waterfalls.
To wear a sword instead of a walking stick.
Just
That's
once.
dope.
Yeah.
I gotta. Moral of the story: I gotta check this thing out.
Oh no, dude, the cartoon is great. Like, how to put it? Without the cartoon, there's no movie. There's no live action film without the Rake Bass cartoon. The Rake Bass cartoon is, how to put it, back in the day, like, did you play Dungeons and Dragons?
A little bit here and there. I've sat in on some sessions.
Okay. Oh my god, no, dude. Oh, you sat in? Did you play? Did you roll die 20?
I did not.
Oh my god, what are you waiting for? You gotta do it. You know, you gotta sit there, you gotta make a character, you gotta play that elf ranger, whatever the fuck it is. You gotta roll die 20 against armor class. You know, because I don't know how else to put it. It's the introductory drug that brings you into the world of pen and paper role-playing games, which is the true origin of the video role-playing game. You know, without D&D is no Fallout. Without D&D, there's no fucking Skyrim. You know, and how do I know that? Because the guys who made it are like, no, we just wanted to make it as awesome as fucking Baldur's Gate.
You just missed out on the perfect reference. You missed out on this. It's like, I should know. I was there. Well, how to put it, man? Like, one of the things that you have to understand about some of the RPG studios is that there is a gold standard of PC role-playing game that they hold very close to their heart. Planescape Torment. Which in their mind rests as one of the great computer RPGs of all time, despite all of its obvious shortcomings. The narrative is considered second to none, and everyone is trying to hit that note yet again. Sometimes you don't play something because it's like the best game. Sometimes you play something just because it enthralls you.
Oh my god.
In a very specific way.
That's Planescape Torment.
Games that don't have the best mechanics, don't have the best interface, but you know what? I'm digging the story. I'm digging this world. I'm in for this ride.
Planescape Torment was interesting because it was a meta-narrative on the concept of the role-playing game itself. Yeah, so you play, in Planescape Torment, you play this guy called the Nameless One. And you find out through your companions that you are immortal, but you are cursed to constantly relive the same events over and over. And the only one who remembers all of your incarnations is your closest companion, Morty the Talking Skull.
Morty the
Talking Skull. He's like, keeps calling you boss. He keeps calling you boss in chief. And you come alive in a city called Sigil. Yeah, Sigil. An extra-dimensional city known as the City of Doors. Ruled over by the Queen of Pain, who is so powerful that to look on her causes people to weep uncontrollably until they die. And every time you die as the Nameless One, you come back. But every time you come back, it's a little different. There's a point at which a young succubus that you run into goes, "Do you know who Morty is?" Yeah, this is way before Rick and Morty, by the way. Like, his name is Morty the Talking Skull. It's like, he's Morty. Yeah. He's Morty. He's Morty the Talking Skull. He was the first guy I met here.
Who was he before?
Yeah. And she goes, he's not a talking skull. A talking skull is an artifact created by a wizard. But Morty has an intellect, and a talking skull doesn't.
Where is this going?
Yeah. And you're like, wait, what? And the succubus is like, yeah. Didn't you? I thought you understood that. I thought you knew that.
Did you not read the instructions?
Yeah. Did you not read the instruction manual? You're like, well, then what is he? And she's like, well, I'm not exactly sure. But if he's not a talking skull, then what he is he is a soul. He's a skull taken from the pillars of, oh God, what is it? The pillars of Gehenna or the pillars of Limbo? He is a skull taken from the pillars of Limbo, and a skull from the pillars of Limbo are specifically the souls of those who have died because of a lie they told somebody that also died.
How did he get away from?
Yeah. And you're like, wait, what? She's like, and the succubus is like, yeah, ask him. And you go like, Morty, what are you? He's like, I'm a talking skull, Chief. It's like, no, Morty, you can't be a talking skull. You know too much. Oh, I'm special, Chief. No, Morty. I know that you come from Limbo, from the pillars. And he's like, oh shit. Okay, you got me. Yeah, I come from the pillars of Limbo. I told a lie that got my best friend killed. And my best friend is you. I told a lie that got you killed, Chief. Morty, why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't know what was going to happen if I did. Do you know how many times we've done this? How many times this very moment has happened? Do you remember the time when you thought I was your skull, so you cut your own head off? Do you remember the time that you threatened to put me back into the pillars of Limbo? Do you remember any of that? And you're the player character, so you're like, no. He's like, exactly. Every time you come back, I don't know what you're gonna be.
We are destined to do
We're
this
just
forever.
destined to do this forever. Yeah, exactly. And you sit there, and that's the moment Planescape Torment is genius.
How, if this is just a game, this could be a fucking book. This could be an anime or a
Yeah,
show
yeah.
or some shit.
No, how to put it? Like, Planescape Torment is considered the gold standard of PC role-playing game narrative. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, to the point where if you're like, Planescape Torment was stupid, you need to leave the video game industry immediately. Because no one will hire you. Not for narrative design, because they'll be like, wait, you try to be a narrative designer and you don't think Planescape Torment is good?
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. I don't need to read your resume.
Here's the door.
Yeah, there's the door. I don't care if your ass gets hit on the way out. Because there's a moment in Planescape. All right, so are you familiar? Do you know what Modrons are?
Regale me.
Okay, so the Modrons are a species of extraplanar D&D monster that are obsessed with absolute order. They're like these little robots that like run throughout the universe, and each one has a set number of tasks. If you are a regular Modron, you are a sphere that is given a very specific thing that you are supposed to count. If you are flat, you are a two-dimensional Modron that has two things that it understands. And if you're three, and it just keeps going up to the point where, it's like you have 20 things that as a Modron you truly understand. But the thing that the Modrons are most obsessed with is simply numbers, mathematics, and counting everything that exists, period. And throughout the story of Planescape Torment, you have this little Modron, a simple, sphere. He understands one thing, but you never know what that is. And he just follows you. and he will fight, and he will do what you tell him to do. And at some point, you as the player character run in to a being who explains what you are. And she's like, you're the nameless one, and everyone who follows you is tormented. And one of the options, if you have a Modron, if the Modron in your party is, but what about the Modron? He's a fucking being of pure logic. And the entity answers, yes, he is a being of ones and zeros. And you have introduced the concept of maybe. There is no room for the concept of maybe in the world of ones and zeros. And this torments him, so he follows. You know, because basically, yeah, oh yeah. No, the story of Planescape Torment is so fucking good. Like, you run into this guy who has been thrown into the elemental plane in a prison, elemental plane of fire in a prison, because he is a mage who's a pyromaniac and he can't stop making fires. You know, you pull him out of the elemental plane of fire and he's pissed because you've taken him out of paradise. He's like, I burned forever. Everything burns forever in the elemental plane of fire. And you bring me out! Wow. Yo, my God. It's amazing. And
this is just a rich tapestry.
Oh, it is.
What the fuck?
It is. This is a game made in like 85, 86, you know, like, no, sorry, 95, 96.
I was gonna ask like what drugs went into this, but I'm just like, you can't be high.
No, that's no, man. That's 1990s D&D. 1990s D&D was amazing. They made Planescape Torment, they made Dark Sun, they made Ravenloft. These are great D&D settings that they've never really understood what to do with. And it's really too bad because they're really super awesome. You know, Planescape was awesome. You know, like just the opening line, somewhere in the extra-dimensional city of Sigil, ruled by the Lady of Pain. You know, you're just like, whoa, that's evocative. Sold. Yeah, exactly. And
bring me in from the first line. Just bring me in.
Exactly.
I love stories like that where it's just like, you in front of the computer or the TV, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell your ass a story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn you something, you little bitch.
Yeah. And Planescape Torment is a PC game that inspired a generation of role-playing game creators. Like, specifically computer game creators. It inspired World of Warcraft. It inspired Blizzard. You know, it inspired Bethesda. You know, and people are like, well, how do you know that? Because they've said so. They've been like, oh, no, Planescape Torment. Holy fucking crap. If only we could tell a story that good.
When enough people are citing something as a source, you know it's got to be
Oh,
good.
Yeah, and it is. It's super good. You know, like, there is a guy called it's a suit of armor in the game, and he is known as the Mercy Killer. And you're like, why are you the Mercy Killer? It's like, because mercy is a sickness. You're like, oh, shit. And he's just this mobile suit of armor, and you're like, what are you? I am a being of absolute judgment. Are you ever wrong? No. Nope. Never. Now, here's the thing. If you can get into a dialogue with him, which basically goes, have you ever turned your eye upon yourself? And if you do that, you get a ... and then the character disintegrates. He's gone.
So it's like one of those like killing paradox, like
Yeah. I am a being of absolute justice. What about your justice? Have you ever turned your eye of justice upon yourself? And then he does, and he disappears.
It's like how you defeat Brainiac with like a paradox or something.
Yeah. Well, more than that is the realization that absolute justice is absolutely unjust. It's so fucking cool. Like, the fucking story is so fucking cool.
I love it when you can defeat a character like that. It's just like, I know all. Okay, point that lens on yourself.
Well, here's the bitch of it. That guy is not your enemy. He's a member of the party, and if you do that, he will disappear.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's super powerful, but if you do that, he will disappear. And then you're like, well, I guess I gotta deal with all the other guys. One of the other characters that you run into very early on is the succubus. And
she's the one who keys you into what Morty really is.
Yeah, she eventually keys you into what Morty really is, but before that, like, you can kill her or you can try to change her alignment. And if you do that right, she does. She goes from chaotic evil to chaotic neutral. And she disappears from the story no matter what you do. But if you get her to change her alignment, she reappears in the story. Because you start hearing these weird stories about this bizarre forbidden library. And you go there, and there she is. She's the head of this forbidden library. But it's like a brothel with books.
Go on.
Yeah. It's like a brothel with books. It's staffed by all these succubi. And they're like, why are you doing this? She's like, there's no greater temptation than that of forbidden knowledge. And so, like, she makes her whole living with her and, like, all her succubus sisters telling people, like, if you pay them, they'll fucking just tell you the secrets of the goddamn universe. And I was like, that's amazing.
Are they hot?
Oh, they're still super hot because they're succubi.
So you're telling me that I get to be told the secrets of the universe by demon chicks with big titties?
Yes. It's fucking amazing. Now,
this I gotta see.
Planescape Torment is one of those games that I have always wanted them to do like an update for. To actually do with an interface that's not so fucking irritating. Because, like, for example, you ever tried to play Fallout 1 or 2?
Not on my own, but I had friends who were like way more into it than I am, and they had versions of them. I'm like, wow, how did we get from here to here?
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, oh my fucking god, I could barely play this thing. Like, if they made a version of Planescape Torment that had a more modern interface, as opposed to get ye Flask, you can't get ye Flask. You just gotta sit there and wonder why you can't get ye Flask.
I had a game like that once. Like, I was like, I'm so into this game, I just wish the mechanics were better. You remember Brutal Legend?
Oh, Brutal Legend. That was not the game I wanted it to be.
Nope. No, Brutal Legend was the game I wanted it to be every 2 hours.
Yeah, that's about right.
And then I remember, oh yeah, now I have to manage like a stage and these fan ghosts and my why can't my character jump again? Oh yeah, because that would make this game would be over like 3 hours sooner.
Yeah, like my feeling on Brutal Legend was that I don't mind RTGs. I love RTGs, but I was not expecting that game to be an RPG.
This was not the game I was expecting.
No.
I wanted steroided Jack Black with his giant axe beating up demon ladies with big tits.
Yeah.
And you get that. You get that for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, and then it just kind of keeps going. I remember, like, playing that game and just going, God damn it, I really wish.
I should love this.
Exactly. You're like, it's not a bad game, but it shouldn't be just a good game. This should be amazing.
You're telling me you have Jack Black, Ozzy Osbourne, Lemmy, and all these fucking people in this game, and this is not. And I'm only at like a half chub right now. You've
exactly.
You've done something wrong. You have Ozzy Osbourne in this game. What do you do with him? You make him the guy you buy shit from, and I'm like,
yeah,
you could have done more than that. Man.
Way more.
What if you never need to? You can make it through that game without buying shit. So what's the reason to even go visit him? Quite frankly.
Yeah. Like, I felt like if you're gonna have Ozzy in that game, that's what you need to do. You need to go defeat the Prince of Darkness in order to get the high muck, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, Doviculus.
Yeah.
Played
Whatever.
by Tim Curry.
Whatever. So in order to do that, you gotta fucking ride the crazy train. You know, you gotta ride the crazy train, and you just have to last until the song ends.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah. And then at the very end, the crazy train starts going up a mountain. And then it turns into Iron Man.
Oh, fucking god.
Like, you got the huge head of Ozzy going like, I am Iron Man.
I will say this, though. Dark Ophelia in that game, hot as fuck.
Oh, man.
Do you remember? She jumps into the sea of black tears, and she comes out all sexy and emo.
Yeah.
That.
It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. This guy got some problems with this game. This ain't one of them. I'm just like, this game, I love how it references all culture of metal. Like, you have glam rock in there, goth metal, punk rock, heavy metal. It's like, it's all in there. And
Oh, yeah.
It's like, whoever made this game clearly did their homework, obviously.
Well, like, another, I'll say, there was one thing that I kind of wish that they had referenced, which was I wish they had referenced Rob Halford a little bit more.
Get him in
Like
there
you had
more.
to, yeah. Like you have to get the gods of heavy metal on your side, and like, I don't know how to say it, but like, no, man, you gotta survive the painkiller.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a whole faction of like queer-looking like metalheads, and he's like.
Oh, he's the king of. Oh.
Sup, Guru?
I think you're right. Let me.
One of the factions was Lemmy. One of them I think had Rob Halford,
Mm.
and the other one I think had Lita Ford.
Oh, hey, Guru, I saw you on Wrestling with Regret the other day.
Oh, thank you.
Nice seeing you pop up in there.
Brutal Legend, Rob Halford. Oh, shit. Yeah.
You talking out of your ass again, Dave?
I was talking on my ass. He was totally in that game. Oh, man, he looks like 1970s Rob Halford, too. Woohoo! Yep.
Just like we're talking about like quality music, and I'm just like, it makes me fucking disappointed because something happened in the world of wrestling that is not making me particularly happy. Do you know who's going into the WWE Hall of Fame this year?
Who?
Every year, WWE inducts a celebrity into their celebrity wing. They're inducting Kid Rock this year. Yeah. I'll explain why. Kid Rock has...
Best thing Kid Rock ever did was fucking Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. The reason is back when Undertaker did this gimmick for a cup of coffee, he did this gimmick where he was a biker for like a hot minute.
Oh my god, I remember that shit. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, nobody remembers it fondly. But he did this thing. Kid Rock did his entrance.
That's right up there with the fucking Shockmaster. You know.
Oh Christ. Oh. And here's something that's cringing everyone out. A lot of people this year, sorry to go full wrestling nerd on you for like 2 minutes, but this year, they're dragging Undertaker out of retirement one last fucking time this year, presumably, even though last year was as good as a curtain call as you could have given that dude. And they're going to drag his ass out to face John Cena finally, presumably. Yeah, exactly.
I do not want to watch The Undertaker fight John Cena. That's just gonna be
Here's the thing.
disappointing.
I wanted to watch that match 10 years ago.
Yeah. 10 years ago. Fuck 5 years ago. That would be fine.
Match would have been better. And yet, like, they're teasing it so hard. They haven't even announced it yet. Like, they're just saying, "You want to see if this happens? Watch WrestleMania this Sunday." And I'm just like,
oh my god.
Because I'm just like, I have all the respect in the world for The Undertaker. So much respect. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta stop trotting him out, man, because like it's wearing off. Because I'm just like, the dude's done everything, and I'm like, I look at his face, and I'm like, he doesn't. I looked at his face at WrestleMania last year, and I'm like, you're having Roman Reigns go over on this guy. Oh. I know you don't know wrestling too well, but you know Roman?
Yeah, of course. Of course I know Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, you know, all they need to do to fix him is one simple thing. Make him a bad guy, and he'd be fine. They're trying to make him the good guy, and it doesn't work.
No. How to put it? Like, John Cena, the guy who never loses, against The Undertaker, the guy who never loses. You're
he
like,
finally lost.
Yeah, but that's why they needed to do it before that happened.
It was the thing, like, John Cena, if you were ever going to have anybody beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, it was always kind of John Cena's job to do it, because he's the only guy who could realistically do it.
Yep.
Not fucking Brock Lesnar, not fucking Bray Wyatt, not fucking
CM
man.
Punk. Oh, CM Punk, no. I'm sorry, no.
God damn it. Oh god.
Not fucking Jericho.
Okay, don't be slighting Chris Jericho. That man can do no wrong. He can do no wrong, okay? Except when he goes on tour for Fozzy for like 9 months, but that's another thing. Like, come on. Like, but this year, man, I'm just like, people are always like, is The Undertaker going to show up? Is The Undertaker going to show up? I'm like, guys, you are the people. Here's why fucking wrestling fans aggravate the piss out of me. And here's why being in the business is making me realize this.
Mm-hmm.
I was once one of those people that like, WWE should listen to us, man. Give us what we fucking want. Give us all the shit that we want. No. Don't give wrestling fans what they want. Because I'll tell you why. Wrestling fans don't know what they fucking know.
Well, yeah. Well, fans in general often don't.
Here's the thing. WWE will give you what you want, and then you'll move on to something else.
Yep.
And I'm just like, what's up, brother?
Hey, Nico Ramos, how you doing? Do.
And I'm just like,
I don't want to see John Cena fight The Undertaker. I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
5 years ago. I'm like, it was always, God damn it, I don't care any goddamn more. You had the opportunity to do anything in the world with him. Here's how they've booked The Undertaker for the past 3 friggin' years. The guy he's feuding with will call him out for like 5 weeks, and then the last week before WrestleMania, Undertaker will pop his head in and say, I accept, rest in peace. He'll show up, he'll wrestle for 10 minutes, he'll make the guy look like a punk, and he'll leave. He did that to Bray Wyatt like 3 years ago. And if you're wondering where the steady decline of Bray Wyatt came from, that's part of the reason. You know who Bray Wyatt is?
I've forgotten, dude.
Yeah, everyone freaking has. Okay, they tried to... when his gimmick first started, I'll give him credit. It was cool. They gave him Jonestown, Marilyn Manson cult leader in, like, modern-day WWE.
Oh, my God. That's right. No.
The way that you just face-palmed, yeah. Then any chance that dude would have being successful was just pounded into
Didn't they fucking make the Wyatt clan or whatever?
That's who he debuted with. He debuted with these two big motherfuckers, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, dude with the sheep mask, dude with the beard. And it was cool at first. It was really cool. Here's the problem with Bray Wyatt. He'd keep losing. He'd keep losing. He'd keep losing. He'd win. He'd keep losing. He'd keep losing. And he would still, making his promos, he'd still say, I am the god among men. No, you're fucking not. No, you are fucking not. You are wearing a cheap-ass Hot Topics shirt with your shitty dreads and all your fucking masks. I cannot wait for Matt Hardy to stomp the piss out of you. Get off my TV.
What was that weird, like, Hick clan that they had for a while?
The Wyatt comp. That was the Wyatt family. That was
was the Wyatt family. Okay, good. I'm a little toasted.
It started off so cool because that's cool, man. And they did. I'll give them credit. They did this amazing sequence where Bray Wyatt was feuding with John Cena, and he was saying, "John Cena, you are a liar. You're manipulating all these people. You're a manipulator, John Cena." And he did this bit where Bray Wyatt came out with a choir of evil singing children wearing his sheep masks, and it was dope. It was like. Do you remember back in the 90s when, like, The Undertaker was, like, a low-key Satanist?
Yup.
Like, imagine, like...
I remember that shit.
Hell yeah. This is when Bray Wyatt actually was like, oh, well, this could actually work. Like, this could actually be cool. And then he kept losing and losing and losing to the point where, like, just shut... His promos were once so cool, so focused. And it was like, dude, you're, like, saying all this cool shit. And now his promos are just like... I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the prize you find in your cereal box. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Oh my God. No, well, like, nothing.
Well,
nothing was gonna beat the Undertaker for sheer presence.
Dude,
there was no way you were beating that guy. Like, no fucking way. Not after he fucking haunted the WWE stage. Like, he's like a ghost at this point. He's got, like, ghost powers. Randy, I'll see you at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell.
Best moment ever. Where to, Stephanie?
Oh my God, it's so retarded.
But that's why you watch
it. Yeah, but that's why you're watching. That's why you're watching.
He's like,
fucking hell.
He shows up once a year for a cup of coffee now, and I'm like, remember when this guy used to be cool?
Well, Undertaker?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, what is he now, 50?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's old. He's like 6'9", but the problem with the Undertaker is he could still beat a guy by breathing on him. I think the only guy he'd never defeated was The Rock.
I think he beat him once, but it was like via bullshit or something.
Yeah.
He
Like,
chloroformed him.
Like, I remember, like, he had to, like, quote unquote cheat in order to defeat The Rock. You know, because not even Mankind could defeat The Rock. You know, which I honestly, I felt a little bit bad about because I love Mick Foley.
I've met him, and he is the nicest man on the planet. He's like the
sweetest guy.
He's like the sweetest man on the planet. I'm like, I was watching just a few days ago the match where he goes off the cell, and I'm like, You insane. Okay, let me get this straight. You take a dive off a cell. You go through the cell. You exasperate your tooth through your nose.
Yep.
They drag your ass backstage, and they're trying to say, Mick, for God's sake, we got to get you to a fucking hospital. And Mick Foley's like, no, I got to be here for when they need me in the next match because I'm doing a run-in.
Yep.
And Mick Foley, funny enough, he said, I had to go back and rewatch the tape of that match afterwards because I remembered none of it.
Yep.
Go back and watch that match. That bit where like the cell caves in and he goes flying through.
Oh my God! Like
look at the Undertaker's face, Mark Calloway's face.
Yeah, that thing was
Mark Calloway. That is the face of a man who says, "I just killed my coworker."
Yeah. Basically, Mick Foley falls through the cell. The cell falls on Mick Foley, and then the Undertaker falls on that. It's just like, what? He's dead. They killed him. Like,
and any sane human being would then say, "I am done for the night. Call off the match. I am going home."
Yeah,
not Mick Foley.
Not Mick Foley. He's like, no, they need him for this run-in. He's got to keep going. And his wife is there going like, Mick, do you remember the plans we have for after the show? Because she's just trying to make sure he's still cognizant of where the fuck he is.
And that's not even the worst of what WWE put that dude through. Royal Rumble, last man I Quit match with The Rock. The Rock is wailing on his head with
my
this steel
God.
chair for like 10. If you're wondering why WWE has gotten tougher on concussions, I've never been a big fan of how WWE has sort of neutered things in recent years, but this is the one thing I'm okay with. Less chair shots to the head, because Mick Foley had a gash in his head like this big, and like he's getting stitched up backstage. And there's this great documentary. If you've never seen this, check it out. It's called Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
And like you see Mick Foley's wife and his 2 kids in the audience.
Ooh.
And she has to take his kids backstage because they don't want to see their father get wrecked.
Ooh, yes.
And Dwayne had to pretty much apologize to Mick afterwards. He was like,
"Oh no, he didn't. Not for a while, actually."
Yeah.
Mick and The Rock were on bad terms for quite a bit.
Yeah, like Mick Foley was like, "Listen,
at least
Dwayne,
for Mick Foley's first book, I know they were on bad terms." Well,
have a nice day. It's a great book.
Oh yeah, I read it in high school.
Oh my
It's fantastic.
God. Yeah,
Big,
like
big
that
ass
shit. That shit was raw.
You just look at like the concussions thing in WWE, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's what fucking drove Chris Benoit crazy.
Yeah, I was about to bring up Chris Benoit. We're talking about concussions. Holy shit.
When they did the autopsy on that dude, they said there are black spots on your brain the size of golf balls.
He had the brain of an 80-year-old
Alzheimer's patient.
Alzheimer's, yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those like, wait, why did he kill his family? That's why.
Yeah. People were just like, steroids had nothing to do with this. No, the fact that he fucking dropped on his head so many freaking times, the man thought he heard the angels singing to him. That's why he fucking did the shit.
Yeah. He was literally so brain damaged, he went crazy.
Try being WWE's PR department, where the Monday after you find out he's dead, you do a tribute show for him, and then the day after, oh shit, we just did a tribute show for a dude who killed his family. Yeah. Can't do that.
Not that good, man. Not that good. Yeah. Although, hey, let's bring the house up a little bit. You ever seen I Am Santa Claus?
Hell freaking yes. And my apologies for bringing the mood down with that one.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That's an important part of wrestling history, you know.
But I Am Santa Claus is one of my favorite documentaries. I watch it even when it's not Christmas, to be frank with you.
Well, yeah, sometimes you just need to be 7 years old, right?
Hell yeah.
You know?
I love the dude. I love the barbecue Santa. The guy is doing barbecue.
Oh, you talking about like old gay Texas Santa?
Old gay Texas Santa is amazing, but I'm talking about the guy who makes like the pulled pork raviolis and like the guy who's really unhappy in his day job and just wants to cook for people.
Oh yeah, dude, the guy who got to be like Santa Claus for Mick Foley's family.
Yes,
that guy's great, you know. You know, that guy where they're at that Santa Claus convention and the pizza. It is. Ooh. Like he goes to that Santa Claus convention, that guy's like, that guy runs a swingers club. I don't know if he's okay to run the Santa Claus Association. He's like, I just need to talk to him face to face. That's all I need. You know?
It's good to know you. It's good to know you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Watching that guy at work is heartbreaking. Not at Santa Claus work. Santa Claus work, he's awesome, but when he's like just New Jersey dude who fucking does air conditioning, he's so miserable. And that's 8 hours of his fucking day.
Good God. Because I am that fucking guy, man. And I'm just like, brother, I feel your pain.
Oh my God. I did love, however, meeting the Yoda of Santa Mall Santas.
Yes. You know what I always love? He's going up to fucking... He's at a horror convention. He's talking to Sid fucking Haig, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're like the king of these things right now. He's like, hey, I don't know, man. I just show up. Like fucking Roddy Piper, rest in peace. He's just like, you met Santa Claus? That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Mick is like, I met this guy. He was like Santa Claus, and Roddy Piper's like, okay, Mick, you met Santa Claus. What the fuck are we talking about? And the Mick's like, I'm thinking of being Santa Claus, man. And all of a sudden, Roddy Piper's like, you'd make a great Santa Claus, dude. You need to do this. Holy shit, man. You know, and that's one of those things where you're like, man, Roddy Piper was a cool guy.
Roddy Piper was a cool motherfucker. Say what you will about the current situation. They just had Ronda Rousey sign with the WWE.
Really?
Oh, yeah, she's going to be at WrestleMania this year.
What
before
the
they sent her out for her debut. Oh, yeah. Roddy Piper's son. Because when she was a child, Ronda Rousey loved Roddy Piper. Worshipped the ground that dude walked on.
Oh, man.
And so, because this is well put on the record, that's why her name is Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
So,
got it.
And so, Piper's son said, here, he'd want you to have this, and she wore his leather jacket.
Oh my
To the
God.
ring. Dude, that's...
Oh my God.
A plus.
That's gotta be like, I don't even know how to think about that. That must be amazing.
Oh, like, you understand, like...
And then they put her WrestleMania opponent, Stephanie McMahon.
No, they're teaming her up with Kurt Angle this year to face Stephanie and Triple H in a tag team thing, and I'm like...
what the money is supposed to be. It's supposed to be
Wait.
versus...
Stephanie McMahon's actually a wrestler?
From time to time.
Kind of like how Vince McMahon was a wrestler.
Air quotes.
Oh my God.
He just wants to be like Daddy, but nobody cares now.
Here's the thing.
It's the fucking boss shit.
And I apologize, I didn't get your name. What's your name, buddy?
My name's Nico.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Here's the thing you gotta understand about Stephanie and Shane. Shane is Linda's son. Stephanie is Vince's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing you gotta understand.
Oh, no, I understand completely. From what I hear, Shane's the man everyone wished they worked for because he's actually nice and actually thinks of what the people want versus Vince or Stephanie who have giant egos.
Oh, absolutely. Stephanie McMahon doesn't get wrestling. She just doesn't get it.
Well, apparently she gets it enough that she'll chew out wrestlers for using actual wrestling terms.
Oh, this is true.
Writers using wrestling terms. She once made a writer apologize for using a wrestling term by having him go and apologize to all the wrestlers.
What?
And check your... Okay, Jack, there's this term in the wrestling industry called blading. It's where a wrestler discreetly takes a little razor blade, nicks themselves a little bit on the forehead, holds tight, and like a little blood trickles out to create the violence effect. You know, your ECWs, your hardcore matches. And so, like, in the back, there are certain terms
you're doing the Rocky.
You're doing the Rocky.
Yeah.
And so, like, there are certain terms backstage that you use. So, like, they're carny expressions backstage in the wrestling business because the wrestling's heavily rooted in carny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you're just like, hey, man, gimmick this for me. Get that going. Blade. The next match is going to have a blade job in it. Like, all these little terms to it. And so,
right.
But WWE is a little different. It's a little more little more homogenized. It's a little bit more. We're not wrestling. We're sports entertainment. And so, like, when you say, okay, man, there's going to be, like, a blade in the next match, and, like, Stephanie's like,
Woo!
You do not use that here. And I'm like, people are like, wait, what?
The blade? You don't use the blade?
You don't use the term.
You don't use the term.
You don't use the term?
Blading is a dirty word.
Even though you're in the business.
It's a dirty business.
It's like telling a trucker not to use. It's like telling a trucker not to use any of the terms that they do out on the road when they're talking to other truckers.
It's like telling a trucker not to use the word fuck.
Dude, come on.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like,
but here's the funny thing about WWE currently, and this is why I'd recommend anybody who fell out of wrestling to start paying attention again. Vince McMahon is stepping away.
Yes, he's bringing back XFL.
Which I'm sure will go swimmingly. But while he's preoccupied with that, Triple H is stepping in. Triple H is stepping in to oversee the day-to-day operations of the company.
You roll your eyes, Jack, but actually he's done pretty well for NXT.
The dude
he's actually getting more the athletic people in.
What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. So, I just heard the statement. Hold on. I just heard the statement. Triple H. Okay. So he's in charge now.
Yes.
More or less.
Well, you gotta bear in mind, Vince is a crazy ass old motherfucker. Do you know the backstory of Vince McMahon?
Yes, I do.
It is fucking fascinating. Nico, do you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, kids, for those who don't know, I know you see this image of Vince McMahon as this rich, tight-ass old motherfucker. Not the case. Vince McMahon grew up poor-ass fucking podunk trailer trash. Fucking got into fights with dudes in military academies and made bathtub moonshine. Had a dad who was an electrician who would beat the shit out of him on a daily basis. To the point where Vince McMahon was basically like, I've had it. I'm hunting down my real dad, and I'm asking his ass for a job. No, I'm not asking. I'm telling his ass I want a job. Goes and finds his dad, and he's like, dude, I know you don't like me. That's why you fucking left. Dude, I want a fucking job. And he's like, okay, you little shit. You're going to start at the fucking bottom. You're going to work your way up. That's what he did. And Vince McMahon did work his way to the fucking top, to the point where he bought WWF out from under his fucking dad. Gangsta shit.
Oh my god.
And then just started buying all the other territories of wrestling.
Vince McMahon fucking...
His competition.
He bought his competition. That's what Vince McMahon did.
That's what happened to WCW.
Well, let's face it.
WCW also was like
WCW had George the Animal Steel, and that was about it.
Dude, man, like by the end of its run, WCW was going down in flames. They made David Arquette champion for a week.
David Arquette, the actor.
Yes.
A wrestler named David Arquette.
I remember. I remember.
Although WCW had RoboCop, so
they did.
WCW did have RoboCop. Yep.
He saved Sting from the cage.
Oh my god.
WCW by the end was a flaming ship. It was going down.
That. I don't know how to explain Sting the wrestler other than, okay, the movie The Crow was really popular.
So, kids, let me learn you something. Steve Borden started off in a tag team with the Ultimate Warrior way back in the day. Had a surfer gimmick with a blonde flat top. And then he realized, well, shit, this ain't gonna get me over in 1995. So then, he pretty much said to himself, look, a few years later, the Crow's really popular. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, that's how that fucking went down.
To be fair, you can make that successful in the wrestling business by pretty much copying shit.
Hell yeah. It works.
In Japan, there's a famous wrestler based on Jason Voorhees.
Oh yeah, Jason the Terrible. New Japan Pro Wrestling does some wacky bullshit, man.
What else? Oh, speaking of Sting, once The Dark Knight came out, guess who he started copying?
The Joker.
The Joker.
It was so dumb. TNA was so dumb. TNA was so fucking stupid, man.
That is a fucking thing that happened. Like, how to put it? Like, everyone knows wrestling ain't real, but come on.
Jack, you want to hear one of the moments that nearly made me give the fuck up?
Go for it.
They did this storyline in TNA where Hulk Hogan showed up in Impact. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
No, don't talk about it. Okay. Oh, God.
He talks to Abyss.
Oh, my God.
Yup. He's talking to Abyss, who by this run is a pussy. He's a sniveling pussy. He's like, oh, I don't know about that, Mr. Hogan.
Oh, my God.
And then Hulk Hogan says, listen, brother, you gotta stop being such a little bitch. This is my Hall of Fame ring, dude. It has the power of Hulkamania in it. I want you to have it. So I've searched high and low for who's gonna throw out my throne. And it's you. He gives Abyss the fucking Hall of Fame ring. And the Hall of Fame ring has magical powers. And so Abyss used to be this crazy asylum dude.
Yeah, he was basically like fucking Hogan. Yeah, but he was basically Mankind 2.0, you know?
Yeah, and then fucker comes out to a rehashed version of American Made. and now Abyss is the one saying, drink your milk and take your vitamins. And it's like, I'm done. Can't even with this bullshit any goddamn more.
Oh my God.
And that ain't touching what that company did to Jeff fucking Hardy. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. No,
Jeff.
There's definitely a point at which you're just like, that's it. You're just making shit up now.
Jeff did to himself.
Jeff did it to himself. Oh, Jack, have you heard of the Victory Road incident?
Oh, no.
Jeff Hardy.
Let me tell you, you are aware of this, Jeff Hardy.
Just find a clip of it, and he can try and judge for himself.
But I'll explain. You are aware Jeff Hardy is a man who enjoys the more prescription drug things in life, correct? He lives on the edge. He's a weird dude.
Okay. All right.
There are a few set rules to the wrestling industry. You know, just know your spots, work with the other guy, follow the rules, and just get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hardy at Victory Road 2011 showed up to the event ballooned out of his mind on drugs.
Ooh.
Now I know what you're thinking. Like, okay, you just showed up stoned. Big whoop. They didn't know until it was time to send him out for his match. Jeff Hardy comes out to the ring, and you can immediately tell, oh, something's wrong here. Sting takes one look at this dude, because Sting's still wrestling at this point. Fucking Sting takes one look at him out of character, and he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Ooh.
Eric Bischoff has to run down to the ring and just be like, he has to whisper to Sting really quickly, dude, he is in no shape for this. Give him the death drop, hit him with the chair, pin him, will we go home?
Yeah.
Match ends in 30 seconds. Audience is just like, what the fuck is this?
And that this was the main event
of a pay-per-view. You paid money to see this.
Whoo!
And now you
Shortest
know.
clip I could find, by the way.
And now you know why Matt Hardy is the more successful one in this day and age.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Damn.
That is.
Like, it's worth seeing that clip just to see how you could tell how fucking stoned off his ass he was.
No. Oh God. All right. Well, speaking of stoned off his ass, I'm gonna get me some pizza. I'll be right back. You guys can continue. Is there any pizza left?
No, I gotta make the next one.
I can help get that one.
Yeah, if you want to reheat.
It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, sir.
I'm gonna go have a cigarette real quick,
And cry over not having pizza.
and I'm gonna
I'll keep
cry over
chatting
not
with my
having
boy right here.
pizza.
There will be more.
I'll keep chatting with my boy right here. I don't get to talk about I talked about the wrestles last night with my buddies on the podcast, but we'll keep it rolling here.
Give me my connection.
All right, you guys keep the conversation rolling. I'll be right back.
Peace out, sir. Enjoy.
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Right now, I'm grabbing my Ethernet cord to plug it into my computer or my laptop.
But yeah, man, that was like Sting. The crowd is chanting blast action in the comments is saying the crowd was chanting bullshit, and Sting goes, "I agree. This is bullshit."
I didn't watch TNA ever.
Good.
But I heard about that incident.
Everyone did. It was like on everything. And now you know why Woken Matt is like the more successful one now.
Well, even then, they took him going, you know what? I'm gonna act crazy and see if anybody likes this.
Which, like, at the very beginning, nobody did enjoy it. But then he kept going with it, and it actually became really cool.
All right, let's see. Oh crap! It's on the other side, isn't it? Oh, fuck me.
I will say though, did you see Ultimate Deletion?
I actually don't watch current wrestling that much. I only really hear about it.
Okay.
I dropped off around right sometime before Ric Flair retired.
So around 2008, 2009. That's about right.
I honestly do not remember exactly when. I'm gonna have to turn this around to get to that. Oh shit. No, I watched most of my wrestling in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Nice.
What is? Okay. Get off. All right. Go. Plugged in or not? Do you watch any of the wrestling YouTube channels?
I watch a fair amount of those, quite honestly. What do I watch? I watch Wrestling with Regret, obviously, Brian Zane, who's great.
I occasionally watch, yeah.
And I watch, what else do I catch? OSW Review, obviously, they're great.
What about what culture?
I gave up on Woke Culture after all of the main dudes departed.
All right.
I stick with Cultaholic now because it has the dudes that I enjoy.
Oh, I tried, but then I realized I was just watching two of the same kind of channels. I just went back to Woke Culture because after Adam Bompier just went insane. Oh, Adam. I only ever watched the lists really, and then because I didn't watch, I'm not caught up on current stuff. For the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I feel bad. I want to support him, but there's nothing really different for me. When it's just that one Adam left that's doing the lists.
Yeah, like he lost his mind and did some really stupid shit, and so
Exactly.
There you go. My God. So but yeah, wrestling's in a really interesting place right now. I think it's like more accessible to people than ever because it's everywhere.
Like it trends on Tumblr.
Legit, it's you got wrestling in Japan, you got it in the
Oh,
UK,
yeah.
you got it here in the States. It's friggin' everywhere.
So then I gotta ask, what's your opinion? Because I found a lot of old stuff with What Culture. What's your opinion on the reason why Macho Man never came back?
Ooh.
I wonder if Jack knows this info. Ooh.
Oh my, do you think that
Big old rumor.
I think we'll regale him with that one upon his return, but
Okay. All right.
it's one of those situations where you got to really read between the lines here because
Yes.
like everybody to quote the video, everybody who left for WCW eventually came back except for the Macho Man. Oh my. And if anybody out there knows what we're talking about, you know. Cuz that is I wonder, like, because you really got to read between the lines on that one.
We can talk about this.
Wait. What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about?
Do you know why Macho Man Randy Savage never came back to the WWE even for an appearance?
No, actually, I don't.
Supposedly.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let Nico take this one, dude.
All right. So, around the I don't know what exact year it was, but he left to WCW, right?
Right.
Rumor is, and
has it never been confirmed?
It's never been confirmed that he may have slept with Stephanie McMahon, possibly when she was 17.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh, thank you.
And let me
it's hot!
He had divorced from Miss Elizabeth, I think.
It's
Let me
hot!
put this in perspective for you, Jack. Let me put this in perspective for you. A lot of stars went off to WCW and eventually came back to WWE in some form or another. Hogan, the Dudleys, a lot of different dudes. Macho Man was the only one who never came back.
Chris Jericho. Someone mentioned Chris Jericho. All right.
What's your problem with him?
What's my problem with Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
I'll give you my problem with Chris Jericho. The guy's an asshat. You know? Like, as a human being, he sucks.
Well, you know.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. I am okay as long as no one I know is on the business end. But people I know were on the business end of Chris Jericho. Okay. Let me see if I can find this on YouTube. It's gotta be here. Let's see. YouTube. Okay. Chris Jericho, Mr. Lobo. Where is no, not Zach the Lego Maniac. Fuck that. Everything Goes Wrong, Part 6. Okay. I don't know if I don't know if this video has it, but let's see if it does.
Mr. Lobo.
Yeah. Come on, window capture.
The background now.
We're going green. Green tie, green sweater. Right here, you're right here.
Oh my god, somebody in the chat just summed it up perfectly about the whole Macho Man thing. Juggling the water. Oh yeah! Snap into a
Hold on, God is talking.
Okay.
Come back to Denise.
I want a puppy.
You had a question? Ask them.
I want a handheld microphone.
We're all going.
All right, God is finished. All right.
So anyway, for any of the watchers who aren't familiar with your show and like what you do, would you give us like a quick summary?
Yes, absolutely. My name is Mr. Lobo. I am a horror movie host. I am a nationally syndicated television.
Any luck finding that?
All right. Here's the thing. I can't find the actual clip of it. I know it exists. I've seen it. at one of the Sacramento horror film festivals, of which Mr. Lobo, California horror host, was hosting with his then girlfriend, the Queen of Trash. Chris Jericho had a movie coming out, so they invited him. He comes out. He's fucking blazed. He calls Mr. Lobo Haji, at which point Mr. Lobo has to correct him and say, I'm not Middle Eastern, I'm Colombian. He gives a sloppy pass at the Queen of Trash. Oh, man, I should have her on and tell this story, man. I should have one of them on and tell this fucking story. To the point where they're sitting there going like, are you doing a bit? Because if you, yeah. Are you doing a bit? Because if you're doing a bit, you really should have told us. Or is, like, how to put it? He calls the Queen of Trash fat, and then he hits on her. And you're like, whoa, dude. Like, are you purposefully yeah, it was one of those, are you being a heel, or is this who you actually are?
Dude, the line gets so
that line
murky.
is blurry with that guy.
I work with a lot of dudes in the business where it's just like, oh, I'm just staying in character. No, you're just being an ass. There's a solid difference. There's a way to stay in character as a bad guy and not come off as just a piece of shit. I've seen dudes do it. Talented dudes who blur that line perfectly. And I've seen dudes that do it incorrectly. There's a way to do it right, there's a way to do it wrong. And to me, Jericho did it wrong.
He always did it wrong. That's why that's why eventually everyone hated him. Because you could never figure out, even the performers, the other wrestlers couldn't figure out when he was fucking around. That's not good. Like, that's Ultimate Warrior levels of get the fuck out of the dressing room.
Oh, Ultimate fucking Warrior. God
dude. Like, you hear stories about what that guy did, and you're just like, what?
May I remind you of this little gem? Queering doesn't make the world work.
Oh, my God.
That was a thing he said. Oh, here's an interesting little fact for you. There was a small child back in the day, back in the heyday of, like, the original Hulk Jimmy Snuka, that era of WWF.
Yeah. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, I remember that shit, yeah.
You guys remember that classic match where Jimmy Snuka jumped off the cage and went straight into prison?
Yep.
Only 5 people are going to get that joke. I don't give a shit. But my point is, this little boy wanted nothing more than to meet the Ultimate Warrior. This little dying boy. Every wrestler after the show went to go meet the little dying boy. Do you know who didn't go to meet the little dying boy?
Ultimate Warrior.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yeah. Well, that was fucked up because, like, actually one of my favorite, a guy who only got better when he retired, Sergeant Slaughter.
Hell,
Sergeant Slaughter. He was cool beforehand, but when he retired, he only got better. Because he would do the convention. He did the whole, like, convention circuit. He'd show up at, like, fucking San Diego Comic-Con. He showed up at WonderCon. He was just the guy who was always there. And you'd be like, holy shit, it's fucking Sergeant Slaughter. I fucking love you and WWF and G.I. Joe, man. You're fucking amazing. He got the biggest kick off of being on G.I. Joe.
Of course. I imagine.
To the point, like, there was a guy I knew, a guy named Matthew Delight. He, as a kid, dressed up as, like, in a shitty Captain America costume. He stood in line to get the signature of Sergeant Slaughter. And there he is in his shitty Captain America outfit that he made out of, like, cardboard and shit. And he's like, hi, could you sign it to Captain America, because he's like a kid at the time. And Sergeant Slaughter is like, no, I'll do you one better. We're teaming up. Because, like, one of Matt's friends has a camera, you know, and it's like he's cutting a fucking promo. He puts his arm around, like, Matt, he's in this shitty Captain America. It's just this little kid in a fucking Captain America outfit. He's like, you better fucking watch it out, Cobra Commander. We're coming for you.
Sergeant
just
Slaughter.
sitting there going like, oh my God, Sergeant Slaughter is amazing.
Dude, man, I have met some old timers who come for signings. Who you get one of two kinds of wrestlers. You get the dudes that are retired but are genuinely happy to fucking be there.
Yeah.
Like you know who's a stone cold cool motherfucker? Jake the fucking Snake.
Jake the fucking Snake, dude. Like, oh, I don't know how to say it other than like your heart goes out to that guy because you're like, oh man, like that guy. Yeah, that guy was a.
Did you ever watch that documentary I told you about? Jake the Snake Resurrection.
Resurrection. I've never been able to find a copy of Resurrection of
It was on
Jake the
Netflix
Snake.
for a good while. I don't know.
It was on Netflix for a while, but I think they took it down. I was so pissed.
Yeah. They took it down before I could watch it. Yeah, the one where with Diamond Dallas Page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard about that one, but the one I saw was Beyond the Mat, which we mentioned earlier. Oh man, like
He also hates it. He also hates it because
he didn't know they were going to use that footage.
oh dude, but it's how to put it, man. Like there's
He's
a
Mickey Rourke's
moment.
character from The Wrestler.
Oh yeah. Like there's a point in Beyond the Mat where his daughter is getting mad at him for very understandable reasons. But you as a person watching it are just kind of want to go to this girl, you got to forgive your dad. He is honestly doing his best, and no, it's not good enough, but it's honestly all he can do.
Because if you find out what that dude went through as a kid,
oh my
holy shit! If I went through a
God,
fraction that had to go through, I'd be drowning myself in substances.
oh
too.
my God,
I think
yeah.
They finally did reconcile, though.
What was that? Was that Nico?
I think they finally did reconcile.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so, because you're watching
You got
that
me.
and you just feel bad because you're like, you have every right, young lady, you have every right in the world to be mad at your father, but you gotta forgive him
yeah.
because I don't think he's gonna make it.
Actually, here's a funny little Jake the Snake anecdote. See, he was at a local indie fed here in Queens. And they got him in town to do an appearance, and he got in the ring. Whenever they bring in like a legend, he always comes in the ring to give a little speech. He's like, honored to be here, glad the fans still care, blah, blah, blah. Jake the Snake gets in the ring, and he pretty much says, look, I'm about to go, but I gotta tell y'all something. Let me do my best Jake the Snake voice. Let me see if I can harness the power of the snake. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody knows something. Everybody knows somebody who's in a bad way right now. Diamond Dallas Page extended a hand to me, and he brought me back. If any of you out there extended a hand to anybody in your life, and nobody wants to bring a junkie in their house, you know what they're about. You know they lie, they cheat, they steal. You know what? Fucking put your jewelry away, lock up your money, roll up your sleeves, and go to fucking work. And I was like, Jake, I fucking will, man.
Yeah.
Because when Jake fucking talks, you fucking listen.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
Jake.
God, I remember the fucking heyday of goddamn. I remember the heyday of Jake the Snake Roberts. Holy shit, that guy put on a show, dude.
You're a sick man, Roberts. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. God, I can't find the actual. There's got to be the actual incident. Jericho. Maybe if I put in Jericho, Mr. Lobo, and the Sacramento Film Festival. Excuse me.
One guy who I met who wasn't exactly the nicest was Billy Gunn, unfortunately. Not the nicest.
I don't remember Billy Gunn.
Mr. Ass.
Oh, Mr. Ass. Oh, that guy. Oh, of course not.
No.
You know, I had no illusions that guy was gonna be an idiot. Oh, Mr. Ass. My gimmick is I spell my name. I have a butt.
That's the road dog. Here, I know what you're referencing, and here you go. My name is Billy Gunn. My thing is I have a butt. My thing is I'm road dog. My thing is I spell my name. I'm X-Pac. My thing is I'm
X-Pac. Oh, that did not work.
That did not work out for old X-Pac. I mean, he did get to bang China, but you know what? Whatever. Not bad.
My god. Oh, dude, I think I found it.
Ooh. Screen share.
Holy shit. I think I found it.
Nothing better, no better feeling in the world when you finally find that clip you're looking for, when you think it's like lost to the sands of time.
Yeah.
Right in the back there.
Ooh, better feeling.
What are you drinking?
All right. Let's start.
Opportunity to eat anybody that turned out to be an asshole.
Oh, here's the thing. I've lived in Orange County all my life. I'm going to be 28 this year. I have never met a celebrity. Somehow, some way, I live so close to LA. I have never met or even passed. The closest I ever got was I was working at Knott's one day. I went to the break room and apparently Adam Sandler, of all people, showed up at our location. Which I was like, okay.
Well, I missed him,
apparently, but... Okay, I thought I almost pressed the off button. Apparently he's a nice guy in person. Okay.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't care. I'm
sure you're a nice guy.
7-year-old me would have been great. It would have been like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I don't care.
Okay, I found it. Here's the Q&A with Chris Jericho. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
Oh my god.
Kind of a Canadian flag.
Can you screen share this? What are we doing here?
You know, you got a point. Hold on. Let me give you some. Let me give you some link.
Oh, okay. I can do.
All right, there's some link.
Let me find my.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up. Let's see this. Is there a specific timestamp you want me to go to?
No, because I can't remember when it actually happens. All right, is everyone ready?
Oh, he is. So I think we should all just like sync it up at the same time and watch it. I guess. So like, I'll just hit when you say hit play. I guess we'll hit play.
Yeah. You ready? You ready, man?
Cue yourself up.
Loading up.
Okay, loading up.
Like scroll it to 0 and we'll hit like play at the same time.
Go back a bit. All right, I am ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
And best of all is the fucking boxers that are like kind of a Canadian flag. Canadian flag box ensemble. Yes. So the crazy thing is, though, we filmed this movie like in 2007 in the summer. So what is it? So it was like 2.5 years ago we filmed it. I've never seen it. So tonight was the first time I've ever seen my performance as Levi from when we filmed it 2.5 years ago. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And he didn't kill me, and I'm still alive. So that's good.
I thank you. Absolutely. So
we see Levi in the end sitting with all the other.
Levi appears at the end in the 10th scene, which is quite funny. We'll give you a little bit of insider information. Originally, I think the guy and girl, Taman and Sanjay, or whatever the fuck his name was, were stitched together with these arms. But at the very last scene in the tent, the makeup artist fucked it up and put the stitching on this arm.
Oh, wow.
So he had to reverse the negative.
Oh, wow.
So that you could see the guy with his arm.
Oh,
so like everybody's shit is like I was sitting over here, and suddenly in the movie
you're sitting over there.
I'm sitting over here. Wow. The magic.
What are you doing?
And easier said than done because then you have the thing like the kid with the chalkboard, if you might remember that.
Oh.
So all that had to be redone.
done and everything first. A lot better than that repo bullshit you'll see tomorrow night. That's just me talking. Whoa, this is Periscope. Come on, guys.
I got a slight repo.
Come on. All right, so and the Q&A comes to a screeching halt. Crickets. No, just kidding, by the way. Please, everyone. It's apple juice.
If he's nothing, he's
Chris Jericho, ladies and gentlemen. We're not finished. We have the Q&A. We've given you some A's. We need some Q's.
Yeah, yes. Well, I didn't say we were finished.
No, I'm not leaving until I get some Q's. I will stay here all night long. What's the explanation? You want some cues with the film? Come on, man. Yes, madame.
So with your character Levi, he did seem normal out of everybody there.
I don't even know if this gets to the part you were talking about, but I get it now.
Yeah.
He
He's super blitzed.
I always considered Levi to be like the bridge between the crazy, fucked up, big bitch mutants and the normal kids. He was like a guy that was kind of caught in the middle of evolution, that was half human,
twice, but I never got up on stage.
And I always thought that he was like a Venus flytrap.
Yep.
His job was to bring the kids
God
in.
damn you,
Hi,
man.
kids. Let me take you into the albino farm. And there they went.
This sort of backstory with the legend and where Chris's character fell into.
And this is a true legend, by the way. There is actually an albino farm in Springfield, Missouri. Am I correct?
Just north of Springfield, Missouri.
Right.
Nice.
Oh,
Springfieldians. All right.
Springfield, Missouri. What are the chances there's two Springfieldians?
Nice.
In fucking Sacramento, California.
Well, she has a flipper, so, you know.
She first announced albino farm. There was like a huge backlash from like the Albino American Association of America, like the quadruple A. And they were like, you guys are in big trouble. Albinos should not be taken for granted. If there's any albinos in the house, no offense, I love you.
Well, they're sensitive to more than sunlight.
They were sensitive to more than sunlight. They're fucking albinos should not. The thing is, albino farm is a real urban legend from where you grew up.
Right. It's an allegory, but it's the actual name of the place. So we took it from the real legend.
What was the legend though?
Well, the legend is, there's two different versions. The version that we took was that there was this, kind of like yourself, this small town that was at the turn of the century, like late 1800s, and because of its isolation,
This is cringe. This is so cringe.
It is, isn't it?
Religious extremism, and anybody that was born different was misunderstood and cast away. Was took back to a internment camp. So
I have actually.
And the fucking
This never gets
albinos went
brought up.
crazy.
How come this never gets brought up in like those 10 facts you
Edgar
didn't know
Winter,
lists?
fuck off.
And Edgar Winter did.
Well, look at the views. There's only like
If you watch the film, then obviously you'd understand the context and everything else.
Right, albino farm is just a name, but it's really about these mutated, incestual creatures that have been going on for hundreds of years. So it's much more realistic than a fucking albino. I mean, come on. Says albinos are gay. Come on, post it. I know you. You want to post it?
Get off the stage.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Second
see
part.
if second part gives us anything more.
Okay.
This fucking asshole, man. If I had invited him to my fucking convention, he showed up drunk, I'd be like, get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah.
I don't care how famous you are. I'm not opposed to you having a beer before you get on stage. Just show some fucking decorum, god damn it. You're Chris Jericho, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Dignity. Unprofessional
Well, that was the
asshole.
idea of Sean McEwen and the
Son of a
Makeup
bitch.
effects artist, Jason Bourne. I think essentially we just wanted to try and do something that wasn't Chris Jericho.
You gotta
so just to take
fucking
him out of that
Jesus
sort of,
Christ.
you know, the
Ready?
blonde kind of
Part 2.
blind,
Let me cue this
guy.
up. Oh god, I don't think I can take any more of this, man. This is just cringe.
Yeah.
Jericho, whatever, Chris.
I don't even. Wow, this dude. Oh shit! What movie is he talking about?
He was in some horror movie.
Just some horror movie.
I'm assuming it's albino farm.
Is that a flick? Let me Google this.
See if I can find.
Albino Farm. What even is that? Oh god. Just by the cover, I can tell this looks like trash. I'm gonna throw this in the chat. Hold on. You guys actually have to see this, because you ever just look at a movie cover and just say, oh, this is gonna be balls.
Yes.
Look at
Yes. Oh.
that.
Oh yeah, just look up the cover art for Albino Farm. Albino Farm, kids.
That is.
Fucking Bino Farm. Oh.
I know they never say don't judge a book by its cover, but Jesus Christ, I think we can judge this one pretty well.
I'll judge a movie on a bad poster.
Yup. Though actually, one other wrestler who is a complete ass to me when I met him.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin of all people. He used to be like one of Kurt Angle's remember Kurt Angle way back?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's awesome, but he had that tag team that roaded with him, the world's greatest tag team. It was Team Angle. It was Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. These two like dudes in unitards. And Shelton Benjamin was one of them. He was in Queens like last year. I said, hey man, I'm a really big fan of yours and stuff. And he was like, okay, whatever. Well, fuck you then. What the fuck? Just like
that's out of here.
Oh
really
man.
It's always a gamble with these dudes, man, because you get those dudes that are just really happy to fucking be there, and it's like, hey man, I'm a big fan of yours. And he's like, well, thanks for watching, man. It's all about you. Good fucking, thank you for showing up. Want an 8x10? Want a picture? Hell yes, I would. You get another kind of guy where it's just like, man, I'm such a big fan of yours, and I'm like, okay, thanks. Fucking blow me, god damn it. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
I get it. Listen, I understand that there's a bottom to the wrestling business. It always sucks when you hit there, but I'm like, for God's sakes, man. Some people here are actually excited to see you.
Have some pride, you know?
Have some fucking pride. Yeah, listen, you're not The Rock, okay? You didn't make it there. You're not drowning in beer and pussy, and you're not getting paid to do fucking Rampage or whatever, but god damn it, man. Have some fucking respect.
Yeah. Good God. Well, you know what? I think I have destroyed myself, actually.
Uh-oh.
Because...
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah. I'm like, I had a long, kind of rough day. And so I'm kind of, like, doing that thing where I'm like...
You're going to black out again?
I'm going to black out at any moment, man. Yeah.
We gotta call Super Anime Girl to wake you up with her flute again.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Jack, wake up.
Jack, wake up. But I feel like before that happens, we need to finish the Channel Awesome non-apology.
And I apologize for kind of getting us off of that, quite honestly.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And thank you for indulging me with all this wrestle talk, quite honestly. I know this isn't usually what you do here, but, like, thank you for indulging me in my thing.
Oh, no, not at all. Like, it's fine. Like, there's a world outside of what I deal with that it's good to remember that. It's good to have some perspective. What's that, babe?
WrestleMania's this weekend. I'm all keyed up for it. Like, it's kind of on my brain.
That is dumb. I love him. Sometimes he's dumb. Okay, so second paragraph. Okay, our priority has always been... So, by the way, if you want to know, like, we're reading the Channel Awesome Twitter apology to all of its contributors. Channel Awesome is an organization that respects our producer partners and strives to create the best possible working environment for everyone, to which my response was, you created a working environment? Well, it would have been nice if you had let me in on that. We welcome a diverse community of people joining together to create great videos. For the people who have spoken out about past incidents they deemed hurtful or unprofessional, we sincerely regret you feel that way.
Yeah, do it. Everybody.
You
all
gotta
at
be
once
fucking
here.
kidding me. Yeah.
Jack, join in. Come on.
Our priority.
Let me use my actual right. Jacking off.
I gotta double fist it. You know, our priority has always been to help content partners. To help content partners succeed and provide them with a vehicle to follow their dreams. No, you got to use all the hands now, like just make a circle. When the need arose, we have distanced ourselves from. In the interest of keeping our mission at the forefront. Oh, can you not see me now?
Did the stream cut out?
Oh, I don't know if the stream cut out.
Let me check the stream itself. Well, all I see on the stream is us doing this.
Oh dear.
Follow me to the grave now, isn't it?
Yeah, quick, meme that shit.
Oh, no. I think he's been forgetting to putting them back up on YouTube.
Well, this.
I can't blame him, honestly. It must be hard to catalog these after a while, quite honestly.
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
Yeah, it was nice talking about that stuff with you guys. I get a different perspective on it. Thank you for bringing up the Macho Man thing. That was spot on.
Oh my God. Oh, Macho Man. I love that guy, but good God. Anyway, all right.
Another thing, but I forgot. That was with Brutal Legend.
Someone in the comments actually.
Praise Satan.
China. They said, "Well, who didn't China fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, why'd you have to go there?" She got it so fucking bad, man. She got it so bad.
Oh.
I feel terrible.
Oh, China. You.
Where did he go?
Where'd he go?
Okay, we're getting up to the part where he's showing us the greeting.
Oh shit. Alright, do you see me now?
Yeah, someone donated something. And I don't know if we got dropped or he got dropped. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there he is.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, now we can't hear you. Well, now we can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Are you fucking shitting me? Hold on.
No, I'm not shitting you. I can read your lips. Oh my God.
Feeling you, babe?
This is terrible.
Alright. What about now?
I'll let you know when it kicks back.
So where do you live?
I live in Queens, actually.
Oh, nice.
NYC.
Okay, so then you would know this place. Because Rob Van Dam and to a lesser extent Candace Michelle over here at a place called Frankenstein's Collectible Show.
Ooh.
And yeah, a lot of wrestlers make their rounds around here. Which is
Can you hear me? God damn it.
Catch RVD lighting up in the back.
Oh, he goes there all the time because he lives in Riverside.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he was born.
They straight up didn't give a fuck that night. Didn't.
Yes.
We are up and running. So where were we? Oh yes.
Yeah.
You mean
We're talking about literal people who held stakes.
Patreon people? As soon as I saw Linkara leave, man, I was like, oh, this ship's going down in flames.
Your number 2 guy on that site leaves.
Because I'm just like, I read through. Did you read through that Google document that they put together? Dude,
Yeah.
like, other than that, reading Lewis's statement on his personal page, it hurt to read that. Not because it was badly written, far from it. He wrote it very diligently, very good. You could hear him through it, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I just want to hug you right now. You just dealing with. You tried your hardest. You tried so hard. Couldn't do it." Mistake number 1. And I'm gonna get some water, just refresh myself real quick.
All right.
Be right back.
I'll maintain the page. The stream. Oh, what word? All right. I will read comments. Let me get the. Just turn it off too, so I can have more bandwidth or whatever the term is. I don't fucking know. I swear though, like, I forgot when I actually decided to unsubscribe to Channel Awesome, the YouTube page. I mean, I hadn't been watching a lot of their shit anyway. Oh crap. No. Oh shit. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me in the chat?
Jack, the stream can't hear you.
And I'll text it too. Shit. It looks like nope. Okay. I'm reading what you guys are saying, or I should just type that. Yeah. So apparently the stream's been muted.
So I guess we could pretty much just say whatever we wanted right now. Well, let's not.
No, like I just couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. But no,
by the way,
they didn't hear anything that we just said.
By the way, I want to apologize. Sorry if during the wrestle talk it was a little more me than you. I get a little overexcited.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, okay. Wait,
really.
They can't hear us. They can't hear us. They just can't hear Jack.
Okay.
I'm like my thing can my chat just refreshed, so it's
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. What was it?
Benjamin Bravo, tell Jack that we can't hear him. Okay. Wow. Sorry. It's hard to check back and forth between these things.
Yeah, that's I turn mine off or close the window usually, so that way I'm
like it's too distracting to see me on the page, and then.
Oh, what I do is I put up the YouTube, I pause the video, and then I just put the Skype call right there so I can see the chat on the side.
Nice. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll tell him when he gets back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry we didn't hear your messages.
Yeah, Skype, you muted. Skype.
They can hear me and Nico, but they can't hear you on the chat.
So how about now?
How's about now?
Let's check the chat and let's see.
How's about nowish?
How's about now? Well, let's take a look and let's see. Couldn't hear Jack for a second. Then his mic got really loud and sounded super shitty. Then we couldn't hear him again.
No!
Okay. Well, can you guys hear him now, or is it still just me?
Hopefully it's not just you.
Hopefully.
Yep.
If so, that is bullshit. think everybody. I think the sound is back.
Okay, but criticism that isn't a means to a productive ends does little for either the party criticizing or those in the line of fire. Our focus now is on moving forward with the wonderful team we have and all our dedicated followers. We want to make our collective future the best it possibly can be. We thank our content creators, team, and fans for truly making our channel awesome. See what they did there? Here's to creating something even better in the future. Hold on. I got it. Hold on, I got this. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, you can't even fake apologize right? You gotta be fucking shitting me.
They've gone full Fine Bros at this point, haven't they?
Oh, I remember that apology.
Oh, man.
You want half-hearted.
Oh, Fine Brothers.
But that's what this reminds me of.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. Like, it's weird because I don't understand. No, I do understand how we got to this point.
You do? Because I don't.
I do. Everybody got super resentful. No one ever felt heard. And everyone was wondering when these good times that they were promised was going to happen. But no one wanted to give up good times. Mike Machado is a megalomaniac.
Understatement.
Yeah. If half the shit that is in that doc is to be believed, there's a whole, like, are you fucking kidding me? You know,
it's the little things. It's just like the little
it really is. It really is.
Like confronting people on mid-rolls, and it's like, the bit that got to me where it's like, hey, you're putting, I forget who this was specifically, but it's like, you're putting too many mid-rolls in your thing.
That was Lupa.
And it's making people turn on ad block, which is affecting our revenue.
Yeah, that was Lupa. That was Lupa.
Okay,
he accused that
pay
of.
Pay her a decent wage so she doesn't have to fucking do minimum fucking mid-rolls.
Exactly.
Listen, I can understand where
exactly. Could we at least be as good as the fucking Escapist?
Could you pay me wage so I can work within what you're given?
Yeah.
The bit that got to me, because I knew about this bit from long ago. This involves Phaelus, and how they all, when he was doing the effects for To Boldly
Oh
Fail,
my
got
God,
this story right. All Doug and Rob would say to him was, "These effects are amazing." And then they'd ask Welshie, "Hey, can you make sure that he's not half-assing it with these special effects?"
Yeah.
And Welshie, since he's a good fucking human being, went to Phelan and was like, "Yeah, they're having me helicopter you right now."
Yeah.
Good on you, Welshie, for not being a fucking narc.
Yeah, well, it's so bizarre because I found myself going like, well, how good did you need these effects to be and what did you expect for $0?
You're not making Last Jedi. You're making To Boldly fucking Flee.
Ooh, you're making some internet bullshit. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. It's all right.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit and fuckery. That's all it is, man.
Yeah,
Bullshit
yeah. You're not making the fact that Ed Glazer went, "Please take my name off of this."
Say what?
Oh yeah, that's part of the document too. Apparently, Ed Glazer, what was the DP? He was the director of photography, but at some point he was like, "Please don't put my name on this."
I wouldn't want my name on that either.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like a DP not wanting a job he did to be on his reel as he's filming it. Oh man, like
say what you will,
that.
Say what you will about To Boldly Flee, but this will be seen by a lot of people.
Yeah, and the DP is just like, no, I don't want anything to. I'll finish. I wash my hands. I will fucking deal with it. You know, it's like, ooh, ow, really? Like, oh man. And to be honest, Ed Glazer was the best cinematographer that the entire site had, just flat out. He was really good.
I regret never checking out Ninja the Mission Force. I always heard good things about
Oh yeah, that show was really fun. You know, that show's a lot of fun.
Wasn't Lupa on that?
She's on season 2.
I have to check that shit out. Did they still sell DVDs? Is that still viewable anywhere?
I think it is. I don't imagine that they ran out of all the CDs they made. All the DVDs they made, rather.
But yeah, like I can just like that's just the whole Glazer thing. That's just one piece of a bigger thing. And I'm like, for God's sake. And I'm like, I just see people on Twitter just losing their minds over this, and I'm just like, I remember I tweeted out when the original feed, well, the original Twitter convo was happening, and I pretty much said I feel like crap for supporting them, that not knowing that this is happening. And God bless her, Mars Girl sent me a message back, and she said, it wasn't your job to know about any of this. It was their job to run a good company.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You know, like, the reason we put people in charge of this kind of shit is so we don't have to deal with it ourselves. You know, and if we in our tired, cold-ass, middle of winter fucking selves are going, maybe we need to rethink this scene. Well, maybe you need to rethink that fucking scene. Oh, man. All right, I hate to tag out this early, but I think I need to.
Well, run it.
Oh, man.
But
yes.
Jack, before you let me go,
Sure.
I gotta tell you one thing. You helped me out and you didn't know it. Let me tell you why.
Sweet!
I was at my shit fuck of a job a few weeks ago.
What do you do?
I work at a Rite Aid. Yeah.
Got it.
So, we have all the Easter stuff out. I know how you feel about Easter, and I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And I'm staring at this candy, and I'm just like, why the fuck do we have all this here? And all these people buying Easter eggs this last minute. And I just muffled under my breath, all this fucking bullshit, fuck Easter.
Fuck Easter. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm glad I helped you through this most unworthy of holidays.
And I took the chocolate crucifix, and I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? It's not even pointing
The right way. Yeah, oh my God.
I gotta buy something or get the fuck out of the store. I will kill you.
Well, fucking, like, when we bought that Easter basket, we just looked at it and we're like, oh my God, there's like no candy in this goddamn thing.
Oh yeah, why are that safety conscious?
Yeah, like no Cadbury cream eggs, no fucking chocolate eggs, like 2 chocolate bunnies, but they're both fucking hollow and one of them is like carob.
Hollow fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it was like carob too. It wasn't even like chocolate. You just like
Welch's fruit snacks. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was bad. It was super bad. But I'm glad that it helped you. I'm glad that it helped you out.
It did in a lot of ways, and thank you for being straight with me about my graphic design aspirations. I realize they are not the most realistic at this point, but I'm gonna keep chugging.
Yeah. Well, you have to.
We're gonna need one eventually.
Yeah. But it's important.
My tabletop game.
You need to do things that make your dick hard.
Hey, listen. This is the one optimistic message I will leave you on about being a graphic designer. This is one conclusion I've come to on myself. There is nothing better than being the one dude in a room who knows how to use Photoshop in a room of people who need one.
Yep.
That's where the fucking money is. Because let me tell you, you will never, as long as you can find at least 5 people a month who don't know how to use Photoshop or put pen to paper, you'll break even just fine.
Yeah.
Probably
I gotta agree.
Won't be making like a 4-figure salary for pro wrestling tees, but you know what? You'll make enough money to get by.
Right.
As long, you know what? I don't mind getting a job maybe one day somewhere, but you know what? If I can sit back, draw, design, make some t-shirts for people, make a few bucks, go out to dinner with that, Be a happy man.
Yeah. You're doing okay. At that point, you're doing okay. Oh man. Well.
And sir, it was good to talk to you again.
Yeah, it was good talking to you too. You guys take care, and to all of you who are still out there, hopefully, we'll let you know that hey, Satan and I love you very much.
Very much.
And Ave Satanas.
Are you coming down from Monsterpalooza?
We are coming down from Monsterpalooza. So hopefully we'll see you there too. Hopefully we'll see you.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'll extend my offer again. If you need rides or anything, I'm your guy. Maybe we can make time for Frankensons. I really want to take you to Frankensons.
Oh, okay. Do me a favor. Send me a DM on Twitter with like your phone number, and I'll like text you.
Sure.
All right, man.
By the way, Nico, hit me up on Twitter. I want to follow you, buddy.
Cool.
At Falbo_Benjamin. I'll put it in the chat right here.
Excellent.
Okay. All right.
It was great talking with both of you.
Yeah. It was great talking with you too. Like, all right, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.